WFAN FM HD1 New York, an Odyssey sports station. Evan Roberts. Tiki Barber. It's Evan and Tiki on WFAN, The Fan, 1019 FM, and always live on the free Odyssey app.
Welcome on into the smoky lounge of a midday show here. It's Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash. And let me just get this out of the way for everybody. Tiki, happy wildfire smoke haze day to you.
I didn't really notice it this morning. I did yesterday because I was down in Long Branch, New Jersey, and it got like really thick outside.
Yeah.
And then they told us to get out of the pool because it was thundering, and I was like, it's not thundering.
Yeah, what is that?
And then someone came and said, it's just a cloud from the smoke.
Oh, yeah.
And then you stop and you breathe it, and you're like, oh, yeah, now you can smell it.
It was brutal.
But I didn't notice it this morning.
I noticed it. I know it was bad on Long Island. I got bad on Long Island yesterday. I went in the pool because I'm stubborn. And it's a heat wave, Tiki. And as a pool owner / like Long Island guy, you were at Long Branch at the beach. I want to live my heat waves near bodies of water.
Of course.
And now, not only is it 100 degrees, we have the wildfire smoke. So we had this, like, 2023. Remember the famous Anthony Rizzo sitting at first base picture was orange. They canceled the game. They had it, if anyone remembers, it was either last year or the year before. It was like a day or two. But we kind of it wasn't as bad as it was in 2023. And now this is pretty bad. So it kind of went sort of underreported. I saw something on it yesterday morning, and I was just like, oh, we're doing this again. But it was bad. It was bad. And I don't know tonight with the Mets and Phillies. Is this in Philadelphia? Is this going to be an issue tonight? I don't know.
I would assume so, that it's also in Philadelphia. But would they stop a game for air quality issues? For the, I mean,
dude, they canceled the Yankee
probably
game.
would let the
teams,
but the fans now are in it's a lot of people in harm's way.
I remember
so to speak.
They definitely played that Yankee game in 2023. We got like that famous orange picture, and then they canceled the next night's game. So I don't know. I mean, tonight in Philadelphia, if it's not orange, will they play? I guess. Sunday looks clear, by the way. So I want to get that out of the way right now with the World Cup final coming on Sunday. Right now, if you're looking, I can't believe we're playing weather.
I know, weather for the World Cup.
Smoke is dangerous. I am going to give that to you. Throw the kids in a body of water if there's smoke. Smoke is dangerous. The World Cup Sunday looks like all the smoke's out of here. It looks like tomorrow less, and it looks like it comes back in Saturday. So we're going to have like 2 of the next 3 days smoky, but it is just terrible. Terrible. It had me thinking about fears, Tiki.
Fears?
Yeah, well, I have a fear of fire. Wouldn't anybody?
Of course, because you can't escape it.
So as I sat yesterday and I was doing the coughing in the pool and going inside and boy, I tell you, you don't know what to do with yourself if you watch sports every day and there's no sports on. It was like I couldn't even find a decent movie to watch with the kids. I'm watching heavyweights, teaching them about, being fat. I was doing that whole thing. And it started to hit me. I'm like, all right, what are we going to do with the show today? And I was thinking about like a fear of fire. And I said, what are my fears for the rest of the year in sports? And I said, well, that's too negative. What do I really think is going to happen the rest of the year in sports? And I said, I think we did this last year, Tiki Barber, on All-Star Week.
I think we made some predictions.
Yeah, so I like how
I don't remember them because Evan's not here to tell us what we predicted.
He would have typed them out. And we're not going to remember them either.
That's right.
So here's where I want to set the table today. On this Thursday, the morning after whatever the opposite of a sports equinox is with no sports, 888-808-1019. We're going to go around the room like we're at a campfire, all right? And I'm going to ask Tiki Barber. I'm going to ask Connor Green, who's with us. I'm going to give mine as well. The Knicks have won a championship. We got a parade in our back pocket. You have now from July through January, or I guess the beginning of January. I won our boldest, what we think is going to happen.
Boldest prediction?
Like whatever we think is the strongest opinion we have about something New York sports related the rest of the year. A team, a player, doesn't matter. Get the positive out of the way. And then let's honesty table. Our biggest fear for New York sports. And let's leave it to you guys on the phones from there. Sound like a plan? Let's go. Tiki, do you want to start it off?
Yeah. I mean,
all right.
I think the obvious one to me is I'll start with the positive.
All right.
I think Julius Randle is going to be a 28-point-a-night guy.
Time out before you continue. The first opinion of the boldest prediction is a Nets-related opinion.
That's correct. Because we know what the Yankees are going to be. Because the Yankees are the same all the time.
Yeah.
The Mets are done.
They are.
Like, do we even care?
No.
I mean, maybe we'll stop mentioning their name after a couple of weeks.
After the trade deadline, we surely will.
Definitely after the trade deadline. The Jets, I can't predict that they're going to be great.
At least in a bold way.
I can't predict that. And the Giants, I have nothing but fear, even though I have high expectations.
Okay.
The Knicks, what am I going to say? The Knicks are going to be great and win another championship. Right. Of course. Right. They probably will, especially with how these two young kids are playing in the summer league. One is a sharpshooter, another one just kind of turned into a pretty good ball handler. So, there's nothing to predict.
I love Tiki. I love this.
And I don't know hockey well enough to throw out some crazy Jack Hughes is going to be the greatest, whatever. He's going to win the whatever trophy. So I went Nets. And
the Nets still in the league?
Yes, they are still in the league. And Julius Randle wants to be the man. And he's going to get a chance to be the man. I see him being a almost 30-point a night guy because somebody's got to score, and it's a young team, and he's going to say, just give me the rock.
I love this. I love it.
Hapless Nets.
I love it. All-Star Week. We came out firing. Tiki's got a bold take with Julius Randle and the Nets. All right, we'll wait on the negatives. Let's go around with the positives first. Or I guess, bold take is a positive. Despite all the nonsense over the last month and a half, my boldest take is the Yankees are going to the World Series. They are. They are. I'm convinced.
Is that a bold take?
Well, here's going to be the bold twist on it.
Okay, go ahead.
And when they get there in October this year, the Dodgers will not be waiting for them. I don't know if it's going to be the Phillies. I don't know if it's going to be the Braves. And I don't know if the Yankees are ultimately going to win. So I'm not ready to make that. But I believe the Yankees are going to be playing in a World Series this year, not versus the Dodgers. And therefore, the pressure, I actually think, will even be greater than it already is because you're not going to be staring at that team that feels like you want to give them a pass because they lost to them.
Right.
So, Yankee fans, I don't know if we could talk and scream and yell. I think Cashman is going to get it done at the deadline. Bullpen arm, catcher. I don't think Scooble's coming here, but even if he does, and despite everything that we've complained about for a month, the Yankees are going to the World Series, and they also will not be playing the Dodgers. So as we start tomorrow with this, is it a World Series preview? I say nonsense. That's bold prediction for me. Connor Green.
My bold prediction is that the Giants will make the playoffs, and by the end of the season, Jackson Dart will be considered one of maybe the best quarterback in the NFC East and possibly a top 10 quarterback.
Is this a troll?
No. I'm being dead serious.
You're dead serious.
I'm a huge Jackson Dart believer.
Huh.
Okay. All right, I like that for positivity. Put a pin in that when we get to the negative stuff.
Okay.
You know what, Ethan? You can't leave this internship without a little mic, even though you're like double mic'd up right now. Let's give it to our intern, Ethan from Michigan. Ethan, you got a bold take here? Why not? Join the party.
Yeah, I got a bold take.
What's
I
up?
think that the 2027 Mets will come all the way back and win the World Series.
You know, Ethan, there's so many things wrong. First of all,
It's a positive Tommy.
I love that's such a positive Tommy take. Also, you didn't understand the assignment, pal. The assignment was a bold take for the rest of 2026.
Well, you know what? He's not going to be here after the summer.
Oh, it's all right.
I won't be here. And to be fair, we're talking about next season with the Nets, next season with the Giants. The Mets season is already done.
Starts in 2026. All right. You know what, Ethan? I'll give it to you. By the way, you know why that's a bold take? That means no lockout.
That's right.
No lockout. All right, Ethan. All right, Tiki. Those are on the table. Let's get your bold takes, 888-808-1019. Or agreements or disagreements, what we said. Tiki, biggest fear the rest of the year, New York sports.
My biggest fear is that the New York Giants are going to be decimated by injury.
Oh.
I fear that. Malik Neighbors is already banged up. We already know how Jackson Dart puts himself in harm's way at times. I can just see one of the two running backs having some kind of, they've been injury prone. We obviously saw Cam, freakish injury, Scattaboo, freakish injury, but an injury nonetheless. Tyrone Tracy, he was banged up for a little bit of last year with the shoulder. It's why he lost his job in the first place. One of the guys on the defense, whether it's Edmonds or Arvell Reed, whatever, gets a bad injury. Like, I can just see them getting decimated, and it just crumbles this tower of expectation that everybody has for it. And it's going to be nobody's fault, but it's just going to be a injury-riddled disappointment. That's my biggest fear. Now, I'm not predicting that's going to happen.
No, this is
not predicting.
It's not prediction. It's just a fear.
This is what it scares me because I have so much hope for what this season is going to be for the New York Giants.
Man, and I'm glad you brought that up, and this is clear for the audience. Our prediction is our bold take. The fear is just something that's sitting in you internally that you don't You're not predicting it's going to happen, but it is a worry.
Right.
And that would be a worry, Tiki. That ranks up there.
Like
I mean,
when
especially in
neighbors
football.
can't come out of training camp and be ready to play.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we're waiting, and every week it's, when's Malik coming back? When's Malik ready?
Maybe a setback.
Yeah, he had a setback. He tried to come back. He's got some discomfort. Like we've seen it before. And so I see that happening, and it's just going to make me feel depressed about what I thought was going to be an exciting season for the New York Giants.
I mean, that's definitely a fear. I would be lying if that wasn't a fear of mine. Connor, before we go to me, I want to get back to you on a fear. Go ahead.
That Geno Smith's going to get another speeding ticket. No, I'm just kidding. My biggest fear is that
that's a prediction.
Aaron Judge is not going to return this season.
Oh,
It seems like
Okay.
they're slow playing this injury. Apparently, he might not be 100% even if he does come back. It seems like it's dragged on way longer than anybody thought. So my biggest fear, he doesn't come back this year.
All right, so let's talk about that a little bit because we were told he was going to have re-imaging done during this All-Star week.
Did it happen?
Well, look, here,
Nobody gave us any update if it did.
and this is what I can't read into. And honestly, this is a little different than the NBA and the NFL where, with all due respect, I think Jeff Passan and Ken Rosenthal are really good reporters. If this were the NBA or the NFL, Shams, Schefter, or Rappaport
Yes.
would by today have some kind of update on Aaron Judge.
Right.
They just would. Baseball, for some reason, operates differently. I don't believe we're going to find out anything until Aaron Boone does his pregame media tomorrow. Somebody will ask. He'll say 3 different things first, and then we'll be like, oh, yeah, Judgy, he got the image, and we're going to find out what happened. To Connor's point, it's not mine right now, but I'd be lying if it's not in the back of my mind. I don't anticipate seeing Aaron Judge until September, but I don't think I'd be surprised if we find out. We won't find out tomorrow he's done for the year.
No.
But what we could get bad news, which is, it's not progressing what we like, and they kind of kick the can down the road, where eventually you're going to get to the point on the clock where you're like, we're kind of running out of time here to ramp up.
That's right.
Can I tack on? This isn't my biggest fear, but I have in the back of my mind for my bold prediction. I still think in the back of my mind, there's a weird part of me that thinks Judge could be lost for the year, and the Yankees actually do win a World Series, and it freaking completely convolutes Aaron Judge's legacy.
That's an interesting discussion then. If that actually happens, that's a fascinating discussion.
Right, like it's Ben Rice just goes on a tear, or Stanton comes back and he's hot. And the Yankees finally do it. They don't run into the Dodgers. Their starting pitching's dominant,
Right.
and they win, and Judge isn't a part of it.
Who did that happen to?
Jeremy Shockey in 2007.
No, not Shockey, but I'm talking
Ronald Acuna.
Acuna.
Yep.
Right.
But the thing with Acuna is it kind of feels like
He
still
was young, right?
He's young. He has more time. Judge has built this playoff legacy with the constant playoff disappointments that the 1 year he's not there in October, they get it done, and he's already in his mid-30s. Again, as a fan, I think all of us will go, who cares? The Yankees won the World Series. But if you love Aaron Judge, you're also going to sit there and go, now I got to fight the Aaron Judge naysayers while celebrating a championship. It's going to make things murky, man.
And it doesn't help his legacy, even though it helps his legacy.
Yes.
Because he has a championship.
Yeah.
He
still has hit the biggest home run for the Yankees all year.
Will we talk about Aaron Judge if he doesn't play again this season and they go to the World Series and win the World Series? Are we talking about Aaron Judge's contribution to the season at all? I don't think we are.
Probably not. Because the biggest moments will have happened.
Right. It's going to be Ben Rice. Yeah. It's going to be somebody else.
Again,
if Foles won the Super Bowl with the Eagles.
Yeah.
And Carson Wentz just kind of sat on the bench.
Exactly. And
think about how that he has a Super Bowl ring, Carson Wentz. We kind of don't acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Tiki, I know you kind of but think about it. Jeremy Shockey was a great New York Giant. You
Yeah,
played
of
with
course.
him. Several playoff appearances.
And that season.
He got hurt with 3 weeks left in the season. He had moments all year long. They win a Super Bowl. And unfortunately for Jeremy Shockey, nobody considers Jeremy Shockey a Super Bowl champion with the Giants. He does win one and score a touchdown with the Saints.
Right.
That would be what we'd think of Judge.
That's interesting.
So I do think that's on the table, and that is part of what I'm worrying about. Now, my biggest fear. Tiki sort of hit on it. It is Giant related. So I gave you a positive with the Yankees. I thought about it so much yesterday based on our conversation. My biggest fear, and you're going to get the serum out of me before the pom-poms come out, is that Jackson Dart just massively regresses, and he's kind of the quarterback I thought he was coming out, and less of the quarterback he was last year.
I don't remember what you thought of him coming out.
I didn't want
because it felt like as soon as he got drafted and was in camp, all we heard was positive stuff.
100%.
So we weren't like,
and we met him.
This is what I thought. Yeah,
and it personally changed
I
my.
love this guy.
Yeah, I felt his energy. I felt his aura.
Right.
Here's the truth. I am, admittedly, as much as I love college football, way oftentimes more wrong than I am right on what quarterbacks are going to be good and not good. And I have no problem admitting that. By the way, I think if a lot of people are honest, most of us are that way.
Yeah, because it doesn't always translate.
It doesn't.
You can be phenomenal in college, and it's a different type of leadership quality that it takes to be great in the league, and skill set, and all those things that you can't really see.
Exactly. And famously, I thought Josh Allen would stink and Josh Rosen would be great.
I thought Josh Allen was going to be terrible.
Yeah. Is that accuracy problems?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Josh Rosen's out doing accounting right now.
Exactly.
What is he actually doing?
I don't know. That's a great question.
I think he's he works in business or something like that.
It's a great question. And as far as last year went, look, it wasn't a great quarterback crop coming out, but I'm on the air. It's documented. Me and Evan both wanted Shedeur Sanders. He's a Pro Bowler. But we would have been dead wrong. And Jackson Dart, I think, exceeded our expectations, and I fell in love with him. But there is a part of me that realizes as John Harbaugh takes the job and the Giants open up camp, and we talk about, the additions to the defense and the way they're kind of molding the offense and the offensive line being better, all of that goes for naught if Jackson Dart, forget taking a step forward, takes a step backwards. And I don't know, he had some implosion moments in college. This is a new coaching staff for him. Dable catered everything to him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's going to happen. I'm excited to watch Jackson Dart play. But let's be honest, Giant fans. Is there not a part of you living? We had 2022 with Daniel Jones, and what happened with 2023 and 2024? Is there not at least a little part of you that goes, imagine he takes a step backwards and stinks? Because I've thought about that, and that is my biggest fear. And if that happens, that would be devastating to the momentum the Giants have built. So that's my biggest fear. Ethan, do you have something for 2029 that's your biggest fear, or no?
No, I'm going to keep it to 2026 this time.
All right.
Quickly, Josh Rosen is actually at the Wharton School at Penn.
Oh, good for him, dude.
Yeah, really good for him.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
By the way, what's your fandom, Ethan?
I am Mets, Knicks, Rangers, Giants.
I mean, as traditional as they come.
Yeah, except for the Mets.
Yeah, it's true. That's a good point. You said Mets first, but you snuck in the two Garden teams and the Giants.
So my biggest fear is Giants related. And there's a lot of hype around this team. There's a lot of momentum, as you were talking about. And week 1, they host the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Football in MetLife. And I am terrified that this game is going to be a beatdown, and the season will only go downhill from there.
So we get smoked by the Cowboys.
48-3.
Yeah.
And then it's just all downhill from there. I
hope
I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but it's a fear.
We don't hear the end of that.
Oh, yeah.
That, and everybody's watching. It's prime time. Everybody's paying attention. I didn't even think about that, but that is a real fear.
It happened
Sunday
2 years
night
ago.
Football, right? And then follow that up with a Monday night football.
The Rams.
Against the Rams.
Yeah,
So,
it could be ugly. Well, and I think from this standpoint, when week 1 rolls around, Ethan, the Giants, by being put on national TV early with the spotlight on Jackson Dart and Harbaugh, they could recover from 0-2 with the Cardinals and Titans, but perceptually, everybody watching from the Giants outside is going to go, oh, this team is just the same team we've seen. And I think that perception will be hard to wash the stank off for a long time if they start that.
No, they're going to have to. If they lose the first 2 and it's ugly.
If it's ugly, by the way, yes, you could lose thrillers and see they're coming.
If they're competitive, we're going to say, yeah, this team is actually taking the right step. If they get blown out, we're going to think this team stinks, right?
Yeah.
And the only way they're washing that away is going 4-0 in the next 4.
Yep.
Right. So start the season 4-2. That's the only way you're going to get out of getting blown out by the Cowboys and potentially the Rams. That's a good fear.
It is a good fear.
Because it's the Cowboys.
And it's possible.
And the Rams, week 2 on the road, the Rams will be so good next year.
Yeah.
It feels like that Cowboys game at home is such a must-win.
Can I get nerdy on the Ram game for a second?
Go ahead.
The Rams are going to be coming off the Australia trip, of which we don't know, with no bye week, how teams react to that long a trip.
It's a good point.
I'm just saying. By the way, that could mean nothing.
But that game is
No. Wednesday's the Seahawk game.
Oh, right.
It's Thursday, but
Right.
it's actually being played on a Friday morning in Australia.
In Australia.
So they give them the extra day by having them play on Monday night. And they have a little longer layoff. And I'm not saying that.
But not really, dude. I mean,
Yeah, by the time you come back and adjust that's a way different time zone than England.
right.
It throws you off. And I know they're going back to the West Coast, not to East, so it's a
Right,
little
because it's
different.
across the date line.
But we haven't tackled that beast yet of no bye week off of Australia.
I was
keep
just
that
in
the back of your mind.
Australia last semester,
And?
it's a crazy time difference. It took some time for me to adjust.
Yeah.
I was
And then deal with the body
Right.
implications, taking the hits of your first game off a training camp when everybody's already behind.
Where are you in school, Ethan?
Michigan.
Michigan. So So it's not all the way East Coast, but it's close enough East Coast.
You were thrown off.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, Australia was crazy. It's a whole nother day there.
Right.
I'm not a professional athlete, so these guys are probably better at it than I am. But
and as you can see, I've already found my hook on how I'm talking myself into the Giants' Week 2 upset of the Rams. I'm already revealing these cards in July. All right, so I think that was healthy. We got it out on the table. We acknowledged our fears we have a championship in New York, but that doesn't mean everything's rosy. Our fears are out there, but we also gave our bold predictions. What are yours, and do you agree, disagree with ours? Let's go. Let's have some fun. It's Thursday of All-Star Week. The Mets have to play a game and smoke tonight. Who cares? Let's get the table set. Carton Show comes your way at 2 o'clock from Fanatics Fest. Let's have some fun. It's Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash. And our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires. From Connecticut to Maine, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
And this portion of the program is sponsored by Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water.
From off-season moves to position battles and the biggest storylines surrounding the Giants and Jets, WFAN is getting you ready for football season. Expert analysis, breaking news, insider insight. Football lives here. WFAN.
What makes Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water different? We always bottle our Alpine Spring Water less than 1.5 miles from the spring source, and all our bottles are made with 50% recycled plastic from our own recycling plants. Crystal Geyser, bottled at the spring source.
Here's a World Soccer Championship recap.
Brought to you by Lowe's. Members get more at Lowe's, and by the first ever Infiniti QX65. A dream final between Argentina and Spain is now set after Argentina came from behind for a 2-1 win over England. Lionel Messi assisted on Lautaro Martinez's game winner in stoppage time, not long after Enzo Fernandez equalized in the 85th minute. I'm Mike Conti.
Bring the flavor to the World Soccer Championship with Crush Orange Soda. Crush is the perfect pick for every match, highlight, and game-winning goal. Make every match even sweeter with Crush Orange Soda.
Orgavata Zona? Is that a word? In the 2026 Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid, it might as well be, because it can be one road trip. It's all about turbocharged power and hybrid efficiency working together, so you get the thrill of quick acceleration and the satisfaction of fuel efficiency. Book a test drive and keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
If you're still using a sports book to bet on the soccer tournament, you're getting robbed. Delete that app and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sports book. Trade against other fans, not the house. Polymarket, your go-to prediction market for soccer's biggest stage. Available in all 50 states. Download the Polymarket app. Use promo code BLAZE to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code BLAZE. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility apply.
There's nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside iced tea and vodka or Surfside lemonade and vodka to break the heat. Surfside is only 100 calories and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation. It's not a seltzer, it's Surfside. Must be 21, please drink responsibly.
They call him the Hawk, the greatest golfer in the world. Today, he's struggling on the back nine of his career. His body says retire, but his heart says he's not done yet. This summer, a legend returns. Will Ferrell is Lottie the Hawk Hawkins in The Hawk, a new comedy series now streaming only on Netflix.
Sal Licata here for CertaPro Painters. You know, my home is a happy place, especially when my wife is satisfied. And that's not always an easy thing for me to achieve, but my friends at CertaPro Painters, they had no such problems. Big jobs or small, the good folks at CertaPro Painters are at your service. If you've been putting off a painting project, give them a call now at 1-800-GO-CERTA. That's CERTA with a C, and you'll see exactly what I mean. 1-800-GO-CERTA. Call CertaPro Painters today and get a no-nonsense free estimate on a professional job that you'll be happy with for years to come.
Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com.
Dave Matthews Band is coming to Northwell at Jones Beach Theater. On sale at LiveNation.com. Don't miss Dave Matthews Band Live.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
WFAN will now transmit the weekly test of the emergency alert system.
For all station contest rules, go to WFAN.com/rules.
The summer is here and it is hot. If you think a new central air conditioning system is out of your budget, you got to think again. Sloman's is here to change the game with their super savings sale. They're offering cutting-edge 18-SEER 2026 refrigerant-compliant R454B systems, expertly installed by their certified technicians, all at the lowest prices of the year. That's right, you get started with 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months. Plus, they're including a comprehensive 5-year service plan that includes annual system checks, filter replacement, and refrigerant to keep your AC running smoothly all summer long. Servicing all of Long Island and Queens, you can call the team at Sloman's today, 516-932-7000 for your free estimate. But you got to hurry, these cool savings aren't going to last. So don't miss out. Call 516-932-7000 or visit ac.slomans.com. That's ac.slomans.com. Terms and conditions do apply.
Hi, this is John Starks, and I'm Tyler Kolek. At John Starks Kia, we don't play games. No gimmicks, no tricks, no hidden fees, no surprises. Lease a Sportage Hybrid for just $333 a month with just $3 due at signing. What we say is what it is, period. See you at John Starks Kia in Queens. Go New York, go New York, go.
36-month lease excludes tax, title, and MV fees. No security deposit required. 10,000 miles per year. Expires July 31st.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore with FanDuel's Super Sub. If your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. Visit FanDuel.com/New York to get started now. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. Just visit FanDuel.com/New York, and with FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. We just love the app around here. It's safe and secure. It has all the betting markets you could possibly want. And when you win, you get paid instantly. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official sportsbook of WFAN. 21 and over and physically present in New York. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
With the new MyLowe's Pro Rewards American Express card, earn 3 points per dollar spent on Lowe's qualifying purchases for the first 6 months after card account opening. Plus, save 5% every day on eligible purchases at Lowe's and earn points on eligible purchases everywhere else Amex is accepted. Card members get more at Lowe's. Subject to credit approval. 5% can't be combined with any other offer. Exclusions and restrictions apply. Points subject to loyalty terms at Lowe's.com/terms and credit reward terms at Synchrony.com/MLPRA-terms. Visit Lowe's.com/business credit.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a social media manager.
Did you just post our Q4 earnings to your personal social media?
Oh yeah, used a trending audio and everything.
That's confidential financial data.
Relax, it only went a little viral.
The SEC just commented with the eyeball watching emoji.
This is the job for sponsored jobs.
This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
The conversation never stops on The Carton Show. Join Craig Carton and Chris McMonagle weekdays from 2 to 7. Call 888-808-1019. The WFAN phone line is powered by Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus presents the biggest summer in UFC history.
The Fan Focus is presented by Chef IQ. Watch the game, not the grill. Get your gear at chefiq.com. A thrilling end to the World Cup semifinal saw England blow a 1-0 lead in the final 10-plus minutes as Argentina scored 2 goals to win 2-1. Argentina and Spain will now play Sunday at the Meadowlands. Weather haze, of course, permitting. Tiki?
Yeah, that was a interesting... Do I want to call it a choke by England? I probably will, because, look, Argentina was very physical in this game. They were trying to emotionally upset England, and it seemed to have an effect. But as soon as England took the lead on that Anthony Gordon crosser, he kind of heeled it in, you felt like, man, they have a chance because they have 2 really good forward players, Jude Bellingham and Harry Kane, as we talked about, to just pile it on. Argentina has been playing great. And then what they did instead was criminal. They just sat back in a low block, they played 5 back, and what that does is give these great Argentinian players, in particular Lionel Messi, who was involved in both of the goals in the 89th minute and then the 86th minute and then in the 91st minute. When you give Lionel Messi space, he is going to inevitably beat you. And that's exactly what happened. And while I can look and say, oh, yeah, this was great, England let this happen. Instead of trying to stay on the front foot, be somewhat attacking, they just sunk back. Everybody was in the box. And you gave all this space to these really good Argentinian players and said, we're just going to hold, we're going to duck and cover for the rest of this match. And you just can't do that against good teams, especially teams that have Lionel Messi.
Above
I'm going to say choke. They choked it away.
Choked. Perfect. And above anybody else that works here, I respect Tiki Barber's soccer acumen more than anybody. Like, he knows about Liverpool and everything that goes into it. Tiki, as I sat there yesterday on the Peloton watching this game.
Nice.
Figured I had to stay fit like the players because I wasn't going outside and breathing in that air. I said to myself the same thing. I said, man, I know that this is like by design. When you get a lead, we talked about the 1-0 and 1-1 scores, right? But all you have to do as a coach in soccer is not just go based on the simple, let's just call them analytics, even though it's not like trends of soccer. What has Argentina shown this entire tournament? They are never done from a game.
That's right.
And when you go to play this trap defense with a lead, they are too offensively firepowered that if you give them at least that startup, they are going to find a lane.
Right.
How England couldn't conceptualize that yesterday. Did I live bet Argentina down 1-0? Of course I did, based on that.
Nice. Good for you.
I've been tracking the tournament.
And by the way, they've done it every match.
Exactly. There was no doubt in my mind yesterday that I looked at England, I'm like, you got to play more aggressive for a second goal.
That's right.
I know that that's not traditionally what you do in soccer, but Argentina's not going to be out of this.
I mean, it's not even a traditional, non-traditional thing. It's just, if you're good going forward, stay going forward.
That's it. Play your game. Don't worry about it. It's hard enough to score a goal to begin with.
Yes.
Don't make it harder on yourself to score another.
Yeah, that was disappointing.
Yeah.
And Argentina could have scored like 5 times there down the stretch. They hit the post a couple times.
They just kept taking shots. They just let them keep taking shots. Eventually, one was going to go in.
Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah. McAllister hit the post. That's what you were talking about. He's a Liverpool guy, by the way. And then that led to the rebound where Messi is in so much space.
Yeah.
I mean, it was gross the amount of space he was in, and just cross dribbled, got back on his right foot, hit that cross in the middle, and I forget which one it was. And that wasn't Enzo Fernandez. Who scored that second goal? Martinez scored it second.
If you're asking me to know the players' names, Tiki, that's where I draw the line. I do.
Diego Maradona.
Yes, hand of God.
We're gonna get to more of these.
Which he subsequently said he did on purpose.
Fine. I have another soccer opinion. We're gonna get them all out here real quick. Here's my other soccer opinion. I hated that Argentina was in those uniforms yesterday.
Why?
To me, Argentina's iconic light blue, white striped jerseys, those are the moments that the big moment should happen in. And I know like England wears white and that's what they do, but there was something about that comeback wearing those jerseys that reminded me of like the Knicks showing up to a playoff game in the shadow print New York black jerseys.
Yeah,
like
it didn't feel like Argentina.
No!
I know what you mean, but England couldn't. What is England going to wear?
I know, but there was like I turned on the game immediately and I was thrown off. I'm like, Argentina's wearing black?
Yeah, blue.
Oh, it was blue.
It's deep.
Oh, it's a deep blue.
Deep blue. Navy
Whatever.
blue.
But I'm used to that white and baby
No, I know
blue.
what you
It
mean.
bothered me.
I know what you mean.
It just bothered me. All right, I want to play some audio Tiki has not heard in just a moment. Let's get to your calls. 888-808-1019. Angel in the Bronx. Angel, what's up?
Hey, Angel.
Boyos, it's been a minute. Hopefully everything's okay with you guys.
All's well. Hope the same for you.
So my bold prediction, it's football related. Shocker, right? Because all I talk about is Mets. Listen,
You can't anymore, though, right?
I still kind of want to talk Mets, but not today.
I know.
Listen, the Jets are going to be over 500 by the end of this year.
Whoa.
Wow.
Okay. Now, Angel, what gives you that that confidence to have that kind of prediction?
Well, I don't know. I think Aaron Glenn kind of figured out things. I mean, this is me being hopelessly like romantic towards my football team.
Okay.
Being optimistic there. I also wanted to comment about your prediction, Morash.
Give it to me.
About the Yankees making the World Series. I don't think the Braves are really a contender. They got too many injuries. And if they don't really do something with the pitching rotation during the trade deadline, I don't see them as a real contender.
Yeah, they
Philly,
may though. Can't count them out.
Philly though, I can literally see an 09 rematch and Philly probably getting their lick back. That is my worst fear.
Okay. I mean, look, obviously I wouldn't want to give anything back to the city of Philadelphia and lose that World Series. If it's Yankees-Phillies in the World Series, like that's as big a must-win, can't-lose type of series the Yankees will have had under the Aaron Boone era.
Right.
Like you finally get back 2 years later to the World Series, and it's not the Dodgers sitting there. And it's not like the Phillies are a pushover. A great team. You got to win that series.
Yeah.
You have to. Because now at that point, you've lost to the Dodgers, you've lost to the Phillies. At some point, you're going to have to go down the Canyon of Heroes yourselves. And the Dodgers are the one that you want to finally beat them, but at least you live with it and just go, this is like the great dynasty going on right now. You can't say that about the Phillies.
No, you're right. And the Braves, I mean, he's right. I haven't even been paying attention.
Yeah, they've slipped a lot.
But they also have a bunch of guys that are on the IL right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're extremely banged up. But again, like anything, it's not as if just the Yankees are adding at the deadline here. You tell me the Atlanta Braves or Phillies are not going to figure this out. I mean, this happens every year. We only think about it in the New York prism. The Braves are not going to just give up on the year at the deadline. They've been too good for too long.
Right.
They're going to tinker too. Ed in Jackson Heights. Ed, what's up?
Hello, Tiki, Sean, Connor, and
Ethan. What's up, dude?
I'd like to. You were looking for topics, and you were talking about soccer. The World Cup will be here on Sunday, and then it will be gone for 4 years.
Right.
What I find fascinating was last night at Citi Field, there were 42,000 people at Citi Field. I would assume mostly women to watch a women's soccer.
Right.
And the longer term, it's the short term is the World Cup. The longer term is women's sports going on, and it fascinates me because I know that NYCFC would play at Citi Field,
right?
And I know because I was there, they get 15,000 people, and I wonder sometimes because they're going to the soccer field across the street from Citi Field, which is only 25,000. Maybe they should have held out and played in MetLife. Maybe they get 80,000 people.
Well, yeah,
but it's fascinating.
It is fascinating. And Ed, thanks for the call. It was 42,175 fans. Gotham FC beat the Washington Spirit 1-0 last night. Yeah, it was incredible. Also, but this is what I was talking about yesterday. I alluded to between the MLS and between the WNBA as well, which is take advantage of these nights. NWSL did that last night, and they got 42,000. They capitalized on kind of World Cup fever. Great turnout for women's sports. And to be honest with you, and this isn't even a knock, Citi Field's not going to see 42,000 fans in their building again the rest of the year.
I think
for a
that's
Met
going to
game.
be the most that we see for the rest of this season.
Yeah.
No, you're right about that.
Which was incredible. And look, Tiki, you're a girl dad yourself.
Yep.
Right? Athletes. I'm trying to raise a couple little female athletes. I see this kind of stuff, and like my perspective has completely changed. This is great. This is great. I want my girls to be able to turn on TV and go, hey, that's somebody that looks like me running around there with a soccer ball, and people are coming to see them. So I think that's great, and I think it was an awesome turnout, especially in the smoke. I couldn't be outside for 25 minutes. You made 42,000 people watched a 1-0 soccer game last night, breathing that in? It didn't deter anybody. Isn't that crazy? I found that nuts. So much so when I saw this story this morning, I was going through everything. I'm like, no, that's got to be AI. How many people sat out there? I would have been coughing and choking on my.
Why did it look bad?
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, it didn't look orange. Remember last year, 2 years ago, whenever that
it was 23. It looked orange.
It was orange,
but it was still
outside.
great, dude. I don't know, man. Maybe I was in a different wind pattern on Long Island than Citi Field necessarily had. But every time you stepped outside, like my eyes were getting like watery. Maybe I'm super sensitive to it. It was bad.
It just smelled like a nice fire you put on in the winter. Nice little fireplace
you
going.
in the winter again. I can't figure out. Now you're in a t-shirt today. No more hoodie. You're ridiculous. Mario in Long Beach. Mario, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Great show as always.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I think, Tiki, I want to ask you a question, but I feel the same thing. My fear would be Judge not coming back, and them making the World Series without him, and that would be
right.
I would hate to see that happen. You know,
He's still going to be iconic, even if they win and he's not part of it because he's a multiple-time MVP. He's superhuman, but it would just make the narrative about him harder to justify.
Exactly. And my question to you is this, because you mentioned that the fear about, Jackson Dart, and what Harbaugh said was run him like Lamar.
Right.
And I know you said you don't think he's going to, but he said that. He was saying, if you listen to what he said, he sounded like that's what he wants to do. That would be a big mistake, I think, because he's not that type of a runner, not that type of player. In fact, let me end it with this. I'm a big Lamar Jackson fan. I've watched every single play. I analyze it. I break it down. And believe me, if Jackson Dart took more hard hits last year than Lamar Jackson took in his whole career.
Yeah.
Head on.
No, you're right, Mario. That's the problem. That's exactly the issue. Is that he takes hard hits. Lamar Jackson doesn't. He's
more elusive.
It's not even that he's elusive. He knows when to go down
or go out of bounds.
Yeah, right. He's slashing Lamar. Like he wants to always create the angle advantage so he doesn't get hit. Jackson Dart just kind of runs.
He wants to run through you.
Yes, he thinks he can run through you, and it's fine when you catch someone off guard or off balance. But it's not the way you want to live as a running quarterback.
No, certainly not, and it does scare me. That is part of the fear, and I guess I don't know. I guess the fear of Jackson Dart regressing would also be him just simply not playing and watching Jameis Winston start 15
that's
games.
exactly right.
Robert in North Bergen. Robert, what's up, man?
What's up, gentlemen? How are you? Good afternoon.
Good.
Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good.
What's up, Tiki? What's up, Chris?
All's well.
What's up,
Chris? Sean.
Yeah. So, Sean, my bad. Sorry, I'm just driving.
Good.
I got the wife and the kids. Sorry, I got the wife.
You're all good, man.
Gentlemen, all right. So good. I appreciate you guys talking about the World Cup because honestly, and I'm a diehard Yankee fan. I'm a bleacher creature, like diehard.
Oh, nice.
But I'm a diehard Chelsea fan. And Tiki, I know you like it.
Yeah.
Sean, I know you're trying to get into it. Hopefully,
man.
Like, yo, you make it, at least you made money. Look, do this. Look, every day, like on Sunday football, the cool thing about it is the fact that we got football at 1 p.m., right? Like, let's say MLB is off. Premier League is on at 7 a.m., 8, 9, 10, 11. So you can be already prepped up with the kids, whatever, making breakfast. So I would suggest, one, try to pick a good team that you could just resonate with, like, whatever, with the owner.
That's what Tiki said with Liverpool. Right.
Yep. Yeah, something like that. And also, really quick, I just have my stepson, he's a 9-year-old. And I'm trying to get him into loving sports. He does jiu-jitsu.
Oh, wow.
So any tips that you guys could give him? He's actually very good, and he's listening. He wanted to say hi very, very
Hey,
quick.
what's up, man? What's his name?
Hi, Tiki.
Hey, what's up? What's your name?
So say hi.
What's his name, Robert?
Cameron.
Cameron. What's up, Cameron? Good to meet you. Jiu-jitsu is fantastic for body control. It's the same thing. I wrestled when I was a kid, and I learned a lot about my body to play football from wrestling. But you know who was really into jiu-jitsu was Amani Toomer. Now, you're too young to know who he is, but Amani was a fantastic all-time New York Giant wide receiver. I think he still has
I'll tell him about him.
Yeah, so Amani used to use, he used to cheat. Appreciate your call, Robert.
Thanks, Robert.
He could get away with this without people noticing, and I swear it was because he did jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
So he'd be running. He wasn't like a blazing fast wide receiver, but he'd be running a route, and all of a sudden he'd have like separation from the defender, and he'd have this like little like ability to just touch you and push you away
from jiu-jitsu.
I don't know. It was just how he was able to find open space and like the touchdown we talked about with Kent Graham against the Denver Broncos. It's like, how do you get like that big of space? And I can't remember who the cornerback was, but it wasn't a slouch. And I swear he used to just get away with nonsense.
Just like a quick hand.
Just a hand jab or something that used to give him space. Because I always used to ask him, how are you so wide open?
That's amazing.
So he was a great route runner, but I think his jiu-jitsu training helped him a lot in his football career.
You ready? Test the young youth. Hey, Ethan, what college did Amani Toomer attend?
You got nothing for me there.
Come on, bro.
Are you serious?
Dude, do you go to football games?
Are you serious?
Michigan?
Yes.
Yes.
He's like an all-time Michigan player.
Awesome.
You're a Giants fan that goes to Michigan that has no idea Amani Toomer went to Michigan. You failed your internship, sir.
Yes.
You must go back to Ann Arbor with shame.
Do you know what school Tom Brady went to?
All right. Come on now.
Phil in East Hanover. Phil, what's up?
How about Tishamanga Biaka Batuka?
What's going on? How you guys doing?
Oh, it's good,
What's
Phil.
up?
Yeah, so just to piggyback on that last call when he was his full prediction about the Jets,
You break it up.
Sorry,
Phil. Your phone was kind of cracking up.
Unfortunately, not fair to the audience in that spot. So I don't. Please call back with a better line.
I think it was the Jep thing.
Okay, with the bull on the Jets finishing over 500. By the way, I appreciate that caller earlier on his bold prediction because at least he just admitted it's probably just more heart and everything.
Well, you know what? We didn't get to it because we kind of moved on to something else real quick. But I thought it was interesting that his reasoning wasn't, well, Geno Smith's going to have a phenomenal season and make the Pro Bowl, or Breece Hall's going to rush for 1,800 yards. It was, I like Aaron Glenn as a coach. So his reasoning for why the Jets are going to be over 500 is that Aaron Glenn is going to figure it out as a head coach. Well, and by the way, that could happen.
It could happen.
Let's not forget he was mentored by a really good coach.
Yes.
And
Sean Payton.
Sean Payton before.
And before that, Bill Parcells.
Like he has and obviously he worked under Dan Campbell, who had all the success with the Detroit Lions. So he's had positive influences as coaching. And your first year, you don't know what the F you're doing.
And it became clear, too. And that was it. Because I think both you and I were pretty pro. I think Evan was more reserved. We were pretty pro Aaron Glenn, the idea that he was here and knew the market. And it just...
how he was no nonsense.
Yeah, and...
Right, don't give me the crap. I'm just tell you how it is.
He made his job harder than it had to be in terms of like the post-game media. Even the stuff with like not naming the quarterback and being snippy. Like the routes he took on stuff was just like, dude, you don't have to do this.
Just be open.
That's it.
Just be open.
Right.
I mean, look, we were just talking about the World Cup and Thomas Tuchel, who was their head coach. He was asked after the game, like, what happened? And he basically said, we got too passive. I probably could have did a different tactic. You just we saw it. Just tell us.
Right. And then you don't leave any speculation.
That's
people move on and people appreciate honesty. I always say this. The one guy in the Major League Baseball PED scandals that nobody to this day gives a hard time about, is Andy Pettitte.
Yeah.
Why? Because Andy Pettitte came out basically right away and said, yeah, I did it. I was trying to recover from injuries. I was trying to do this.
HGH.
Within 10 seconds of that quote being out, people were like, I love Andy Pettitte. and to this day, does Andy Pettitte get the Barry Bonds? Now, I know he's not the same level of star, but come on. Because he was transparent. And that goes for these coaches, too. Don't make life harder on yourself. Life's hard enough being an NFL coach.
That's right.
Without a doubt. Also, this tweet, we got a tweet in from Ian. Bold take. Jets, Cade Klubnik will win Rookie of the Year.
Oh, wow.
Now, Tiki, I want to bring this up.
I got to write that. What's his name?
That is Ian Cohen.
Ian Cohen. I got to write that.
Hit me up on Twitter with that. So I want to give Twitter some space, too. I understand not everybody can call or whatever. I wanted to read that because it ties into what we were just talking about with the Jets. For Cade Klubnik to be the offensive Rookie of the Year in the NFL, he'd have to start fairly early. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, but not that early. Because think about the two rookies of the year quarterbacks that were in the conversation were Jackson Dart
and Tyler Shough.
Who only Shough played 8.
I was going to say
9?
Spencer Rattler at least played 7 games, right?
Yeah, so he played like 8 games maybe.
Okay.
And then Jackson Dart only played 12.
But neither one.
They didn't win it,
And I'm
obviously.
sure the lack of games played into that.
Yeah, you're probably right. So I would say he has to play at least 14 games.
Okay. Cade Klubnik.
So that's got to be an early yanking of Geno Smith.
Would Cade Klubnik winning Offensive Rookie of the Year for the Jets be more surprising than the Knicks having won that championship looking back?
Yeah.
I think it would be, right?
Because the Knicks were kind of on. We talked about this.
They were on the rise.
They were on the. They took the steps up. They touched every floor.
Yeah.
And then they finally got to the top of it, and they kicked the door open and took the belt. So Cade Klubnik, who was what was he, 4th round?
God, I forgot the round.
Whatever
it was day
round.
3.
It was day 3 pick. He kind of had, I guess, some expectation coming into the season, but not.
Oh, he did for Clemson last year. People thought he could win the Heisman.
And then he was bad.
Yeah.
4th round.
4th round. So for him to somehow win the starting job, whether it's Geno crap in the bed or him just beating out Geno.
Right. He could have a Dak Prescott-like preseason. Remember that?
And then winning the Rookie of the Year, that would be shocking.
I tell you, if Cade Klubnik, Ian, great tweet. If your bold take is right, we're going to have a much different football season around here than I think a lot of people
Right. I'm
anticipate.
trying to figure who finished second, because I remember McMillan won.
I think it was Shough.
Was it Shough?
I think it was. Was there a rookie running back I'm not thinking of? I'm trying to relive in my head because I think Cam Scatterwood was still at the top.
I remember having the conversation because Jackson Dart he was way down it.
I think it was Tyler Warren.
Oh, you might be right.
I think it was Tyler Warren, the tight end from the Colts. We'll look that up in the break.
2024 Klubnik had 43 total touchdowns, 6 picks, almost 4,000 yards.
Okay. Now we're
Maybe
starting
he's got
to
the talent.
Ian,
Maybe he's
good
the
job.
next
That's
Tom
what-
Brady.
No, it was Shough.
It was Shough. Okay.
Yeah.
Ian, that is what All-Star Week's all about. You give me a Cade Klubnik, that's a tweet worth reading. James in Bergen County. James, what's up?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah,
what's
we
up,
got
man?
you, James.
Hey, how you doing, guys? I'm a massive fan of you guys. I actually met you at the season kickoff last year for the Giants.
Oh,
I just
nice.
wanted to let you guys know that I am. So Shaun has actually seen the design because I sent it to him and I accidentally spelled his name wrong because I'm an idiot.
Oh, is this
But
Doodles?
I designed some cards for you guys. Yes, this is Doodles.
What's
That's
up,
those Doodles.
James?
How you doing, my guy? It's great to talk to you again. Corrected that error. I got some more custom cards for you guys at Fanatics Fest. I would love to give them to you guys. I know
Nice.
Evan won't be there. He's on vacay, but I got a bunch of stuff for you
James,
guys.
nice.
come on down, man. We'd love to see you.
We're on level 1, James, so we'll
Yeah.
be downstairs.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's another reminder. So for anybody going to Fanatics Fest,
Because year 1, we were on the main level.
main level. So if you've never been, or if you've been before, or maybe you went a couple years ago, you walk into that Javits Center. What you think is level 1 is really level 2. And that is where you're going to get a lot of like the interactive sites. All the leagues will be up there doing whatever. It's really cool to walk around. You go down to the lower level. The lower level, I was told out in the newsroom, I think there's actually even like more setups around us this year than that.
Because it was sparse, but
Yeah.
it's just growing.
It's growing. And we have a really, really cool setup. It seems bodega themed,
Yeah.
which is like really authentically New York. So Carton Show will be out there later today and tomorrow. Tiki and I will be there from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. tomorrow. Then Tiki and I will return. Now, you can't see us for the first hour of the show on Sunday. We're going to be on the air in WFAN from 9 to 1, special Sunday show. But from 10 to 1 when you're in Fanatics Fest on Sunday, we'll be there. Come on down, hang out. We have a great setup. It's a really cool chance to kind of meet a lot of the personalities and the WFAN personalities that'll be there. We're looking forward to it. All right, we'll come back. We'll continue to take your calls. Biggest fear, boldest predictions. I didn't get to play that Tiki audio yet. I want to do that. Plus, SNY has dropped the list, and they've done their job. They've enraged me. We got plenty to get into on this Thursday of All-Star Week as we restart the second half of baseball tonight, smoke haze permitting, with the Mets and Phillies. It's Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash on the Fan. And, man, it's hot out there. And the secret trick to beating the heat is Flag and Anthem. So many Flag and Anthem shirts and shorts are packed with performance features designed to keep you cool, dry, and most importantly, completely hide sweat. Flag and Anthem just launched their brand new corporate program. If you've ever wanted your company decked out in premium Flag and Anthem gear with your business logo right on the chest, head to flagandanthem.com/CORP to check it out. Flag and Anthem, real clothes for life. Use code WFAN25 for 25% off your order today at flagandanthem.com.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
This Odyssey Sports Minute is brought to you by NHTSA. Speeding catches up with you. Paid for by NHTSA. Argentina and Leo Messi showing once again the heart of the champion yesterday. 2-1 comeback win against England. Argentina on to the World Cup final. And this Argentina squad, like the Tom Brady New England Patriots, like the Derek Jeter New York Yankees, count them out at your own risk. I'm Nick Costos.
Hey, it's Steve Gorman. When you speed while driving, you have less time to react to whatever comes across your path. A sharp turn could take you by surprise. Another car could turn out in front of you. A large truck could brake suddenly. A pedestrian could be walking their dog, and you won't have time to course correct. The speed limit doesn't just protect you, it protects everyone around you. So slow down, obey the law, and keep everyone on the road safe. Speeding catches up with you. Paid for by NHTSA.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Orgavadazona? Is that a word? In the 2026 Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid, it might as well be, because it can be one road trip. It's all about turbocharged power and hybrid efficiency working together, so you get the thrill of quick acceleration and the satisfaction of fuel efficiency. Book a test drive and keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
Right now, you can grab a full breakfast at Dunkin' for $6. That's 2 wake-up wrap sandwiches and a medium hot or iced coffee, all for just $6. It's quick, easy, and it covers your whole morning, all in one stop. Did I mention it's filling and delicious, too? Because it is. It's a full breakfast, a great value, and it just makes mornings easier. So next time you're at Dunkin', don't overthink it. Order the Dunkin' $6 meal deal. No substitutions. Participation at times may vary. Offer price varies in California and Hawaii. Limited time offer. Cannot be combined with other offers. Exclusions and terms apply.
Bank of America is the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Helping people achieve their goals is what we do. So if your goal is owning a home, we're here to help with guidance and resources, including up to $17,500 in select markets when combining down payment and closing cost grants. Visit BofA.com/home team. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America N.A. Equal Housing Lender. Credit and collateral is subject to approval. Restrictions apply. This is not a commitment to lend.
They call him the Hawk, the greatest golfer in the world. Today, he's struggling on the back nine of his career. His body says retire, but his heart says he's not done yet. This summer, a legend returns. Will Ferrell is Lottie the Hawk Hawkins in The Hawk, a new comedy series now streaming only on Netflix.
With Bet365 Early Payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey.
Living in the city that never sleeps, you need a powerful home connection that keeps pace with your midnight grind. Keep your connection as legendary as the city itself. If you're a Verizon mobile customer, switch to Fios Home Internet and get reliable 100% fiber optic speed for just $20 a month. It's high-speed fiber dependability for less than a week of subway rides. Visit Verizon.com and switch today. Availability varies for new Fios customers with auto-pay, mobile plus home, and bonus discount. Enrollment required. One offer per eligible account. Additional terms apply. Limited time offer.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-4094. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call
800-575-4094. That's 800-575-4094.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Hey, Metro New York. Ready for real savings? Switch to Allstate today. Because drivers who switched saved an average of $713 on their auto insurance. So, what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for an auto insurance quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. Based on the national average annual savings for new customers surveyed in 2024, savings vary, subject to terms and availability.
The Colonel's cooked up a new $10 bucket of the day just for you. Monday, 24 nuggets for $10. Tuesday, 8-piece fried chicken for $10. Wednesday, 10 wings for $10. Thursday, 8 tenders for $10. Friday, 24 nuggets for... Ooh, you guessed it, didn't you? $10. The $10 bucket of the day deal. Every weekday. Only at KFC. It's finger licking good.
Prices and participation vary while supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra.
If you're still using a sports book to bet on the soccer tournament, you're getting robbed. Delete that app and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sports book. Trade against other fans, not the house. Polymarket, your go-to prediction market for soccer's biggest stage. Available in all 50 states. Download the Polymarket app. Use promo code BLAZE to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code BLAZE. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility apply.
Hey, Boomer Esiason here. You know, after years in the game, I don't guess. I go with what works. Red Pocket Mobile gives you 3 major 5G networks to choose from. Switching cities? Switch your network. That's like calling your own Audible. Visit redpocket.com to see why more Americans are switching to better wireless without paying more. Red Pocket Mobile, your new ultimate cell carrier.
Orgavadazona? Is that a word? In the 2026 Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid, it might as well be, because it can be one road trip. It's all about turbocharged power and hybrid efficiency working together, so you get the thrill of quick acceleration and the satisfaction of fuel efficiency. Book a test drive and keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
Hi, I'm Patty, founder of Awesome Tex. I started with a big idea to give old clothes a new life by turning them into recycled fibers and threads. Everyone told me that this was going to be impossible, but Chase for Business believed in me. They gave me a lot of guidance from the beginning.
Get financial guidance from bankers in the New York community and convenient digital tools all in one place. Learn more at chaseforbusiness.com. Make more of what's yours. Real customers compensated. JPMorgan Chase Bank, NA member FDIC.
Start the day with Boomer and Gio. Mornings 6 to 10 on WFAN. WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, an Odyssey sports station.
It's Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash here on The Fan. Started the show with our boldest takes for the rest of 2026 here in New York sports as we get the second half of the baseball season started. A week or so away from training camps, our biggest fears as well. Touched a little on the World Cup. But it is our 4th edition, Tiki, this week of reasons to be excited for football season.
Love it. Nice.
We started with the Giants getting away for training camp. We went into the Jets' offensive line on day 2, which Connor hated. And yesterday was Jackson Dart, which is ironic because that was also my biggest fear. That was the flip side of that argument. Can you tell I'm nervous? And here's reason number 4 to be excited, and it is going to be Giant related. I'm sorry, Jet fans. I gave the O-line bone. Tiki, reason number 4 this week to be excited that football season's around the corner is that as it stands right now, I can definitively only put 3 teams in the NFC playoffs, meaning 4 spots are up for grabs. Hear me out. And again, injuries can happen and it could shake it up. I believe as it stands right now, the Rams are a lock for the playoffs. I think they're too loaded, too good. Does that mean they win the NFC West? No, and then that would take away a spot in the division. But I believe the Rams are going to the playoffs. I don't know which team, but it doesn't matter because it doesn't hurt the Giants. Like, the NFC South's going to have a champion. So I have to include insert NFC South champion here. And I believe the Chicago Bears are going to the playoffs. I think they're that good. They took the stage.
What about Green Bay?
Okay, so this is where I'm at now.
Because Jordan Love is really good. They have really good wide receivers, even though Dobbs is gone.
And so is Wicks.
And Dontavian Wicks is gone.
All right, here's my deal with the Packers. It appears Micah Parsons starting the year on the PUP list. He's actually
Is he really?
Yeah, it looks like he's even worse behind Malik Neighbors. I started to dig deep as I tried to get this stuff. And again, things could change, but where we left off about 3 weeks ago, I think he spoke on a podcast. Well, it appears as if he might miss at least the first. Now, remember, PUP now is you only missed 3 games, but there's some thought he won't be back till mid-October.
That's surprising.
Now he also injured himself later than Neighbors.
True.
And it was similar. It wasn't just an ACL from what I was reading.
So it's complex.
Complex. That defense changed down the stretch last year.
They were not the same.
And losing those wide receivers that they have, and I think Love is pretty good. I'm not convinced they won't dig themselves in a hole earlier in the year. Vikings, I don't know how you could believe in a team that either Kyler Murray or J.J. McCarthy's.
Yeah, they got Kevin O'Connell's got to wow us with how he lifts that quarterback room.
And they still won 9 games.
And it feels like there's dysfunction in that quarterback room as well.
Absolutely. Now, you could also be saying, Sean, what about the Lions? Look, the Lions very well make the playoffs again. They had a down year. I love Dan Campbell. I think they're good. They lost Montgomery. They added Pacheco. The deal, though, with the Lions, Tiki, is who the hell knows, though? What if last year was the beginning of the... I can't definitively say they will go.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl champion Seahawks, I can't even definitively say they'll go back. What if Sam Darnold turns into a pumpkin? I still don't believe.
San Fran's so talented.
San Fran is so talented, but their injuries were wild last year. Their wide receiver core, I know they added Evans now. Like, they could, and they're probably the next step. And now, as far as the other stuff goes, I think the Cardinals won't be good. I don't think you're getting 2 teams out of the South. And then you talk about the NFC East. It is so all over the place.
Yes.
As I said, the Eagles could win 14 games. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, there's a part of me with A.J. Brown gone wondering if they're going to, still have the same kind of offense. The offensive line, they may not make it.
So who are your 3 definite teams?
My 3 definite teams are, I think the Bears are legitimate.
The Rams, the Bears.
And insert whoever wins the South, because the Giants can't win the South.
Right.
So it's not a third team. It's just more of a third spot.
Right.
I'm leaving the NFC East open. I'm not predicting the Giants to win the division, but I can't discount them.
Okay.
And then when I look at the wild
cards. So there's
cards,
4 spots then.
There's 4 spots available for the Giants to make the playoffs. And I will tell you
and
right now.
they're competing with the entire East.
Right. Okay. And now look at these other teams.
Definitely Detroit.
I
think Green Bay, you're right, could take a step back.
So Detroit.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
So the entire East, Detroit.
Minnesota, Green Bay, the 3 teams that I'm not counting besides the Bears. And maybe I'm giving the Bears too much love, but that's my feeling.
I wouldn't even say Minnesota, Green Bay. I'd say they're competing with the East.
Okay.
So that's just to win. You
just
win the East, you get in.
And or if there's a second wild card that comes out of the division.
And then the Detroit Lions, because we're giving it to the Bears. And then
Seahawks, Niners.
Probably Seahawks could take a step back, but I would say Niners.
And let's not forget, there is a team that everybody thinks in each conference is going to be really good every year that has like a massive step. Last year was the Lions.
Yes.
But could that be the Seahawks this year? Could that be the Niners? I don't know. So the reason I'm excited now, and I'm not there yet. I'm not picking the Giants to go to the playoffs. I'm trying to be grounded. But if I want to talk myself into it, and you start looking at the rest of the landscape in the NFC, forget looking at the Giants for a second. Look at the rest of the landscape of the NFC. It's kind of more open than we think for playoff position. And there I am, Tiki. Okay. That's reason number 4 in the week.
All you got to do is surprise people. All you got to do is be better than expected, and you might have a chance to make the playoffs.
Patriots last year, and they went to the Super Bowl. I'm not even counting that.
I think there was some writing with the Patriots because of Drake May, how good he was as a rookie. So,
well, are we not feeling the writing with Jackson Dart?
Yeah, true.
And we felt the writing when they added Vrabel. The Giants added Harbaugh.
Yes, 100%. But
people didn't think New England was as talented last year defensively, too.
That's a good point.
And then they brought it in the year. So I'm talking myself into it. Again, reasons for positivity.
I like that one.
All right, so that's reason number 4 on my series this week on reasons to be excited for football. 888-808-1019. Nick in Queens. Nick, what's up?
Hey, what's up, fellas? I just have a quick question, and this is more for Tiki. So the trade deadline for the MLB is coming up, and I just wanted to ask him, because he's a former player, how does that affect like the locker room and, as a player? Because you have players like Volpe who's not playing his best baseball, and, it's possible that maybe it's because the trade deadline's coming up. It's in his head. So I just wanted to know Tiki's thoughts on that.
Yeah, it's interesting because the trade deadline in the NFL was not a thing when I was playing.
No.
I mean, it was there, and I guess some happened every now and then.
Little ones, though.
But you never thought about it.
Right. It was death that guard got traded or something.
I never would think about I could get traded right now.
Yeah.
But you can imagine how it would disrupt you. Now, for Major League Baseball players, I think once you've been traded, it's old hat. It's like, all right, I know this is a possibility. This could happen. I can't worry about it. I just got to play my game. But for a team that has a bunch of young players, like some of the Mets, even though I think there's been so much noise around all of them, it's probably not affecting them. But in particular, the Yankees, like if you're George Lombard or Spencer Jones or Jason Dominguez or Anthony Volpe, you want to be a Yankee.
Yeah,
you want to be. You want to be at the Mecca.
Yep.
And so I can imagine that right now, the next 2 weeks, this is the most nerve-wracking moments for the young Yankees. And
I would agree.
The question was, will it affect their play? I hope it motivates them to play great. But the challenge is, if you play great, it might make you more valuable someplace else.
That's true, too.
So it's
but I don't think you can worry about that.
You can't worry about it. Only thing you can do is just give them a reason to want you around.
Yeah, and I think you brought up an interesting part with the NFL and being in the NFL and the trade deadline not being a thing where it is now. I also think there's kind of a difference between baseball and football from this standpoint. You have your 53-man roster plus the practice squad. Generally speaking, Tiki, when a guy goes down with injury or whatever, somebody that's already in the room with you all year long is getting elevated.
That's correct. You're not looking for someone else outside of it.
No, and in baseball, you have your 26 guys, but also guys coming up from the minor leagues or options. Like, your room is constantly changing.
Yes.
The room is the room in the NFL.
That's right.
So
it's never going to move, even if someone gets deleted.
Right. So I guess for baseball, I would argue that you've probably already lived that portion of your life, been in locker rooms, seen that. Your room is constantly changing every other week. So maybe it doesn't affect you as much.
But I guess I think he's asking specifically
for the
about
player himself.
A guy like Volpe.
Yeah.
Who, for his entire career until the end of last year, he was the guy.
Yeah.
Like, he was the up-and-comer. He was the heir apparent to be the next star. And then all of a sudden, you're in year 4, and you're kind of the odd man out and could be traded. The fan base is turned on you a little bit.
But let's just
Aaron Boone is not just shoehorning
Caballero's playing funny. Yep.
Right. So it's that could be nerve-wracking.
Okay, but let's play this out then. It's nerve-wracking. So Volpe plays worse?
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what? Okay, fine. And then the story's even easier. And if he plays better, then great. Then he's motivated, and either he is a keeper and or they do have value for him. They can move him.
Right.
So I look at it as a win-win either way. Or if it's a lose, like, he stinks anyway. 888-808-1019. Phil in East Hanover. Let's give you a go again, buddy.
What's up, Phil?
Hey, what's up, gents? How you guys doing today?
All's good.
So the bold predictions, they were talking about the Jets before. That caller, he was saying, I think they're going to have a winning season or whatever. Yeah. And Shaun asked, what brings you to think that? I think Geno Smith has to ball out this year because, one, look at his offseason. What team's going to want him next year?
Right.
2, he's on a 1-year contract. So if he has a horrible year, where does that leave his future?
Right.
So I think if he doesn't ball out, and then, which would bring the Jets to a, hopefully an above 500 season. So anyway, what are your thoughts on that?
Look,
Also,
if he doesn't ball out, he's a backup for the rest of his career.
Yeah, you had something else to add there?
Exactly. Oh, yeah, I just wanted to give a shout-out to my 2 daughters, Remy and Isla. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Big-time listener. Thanks,
What's up,
guys.
Remy? What's up, Isla?
What's up?
I think Geno Smith, I think we look at him differently. And again, an offseason that nothing really bad has happened, but it feels like you view him differently now because of how, I don't know, knuckleheadish he seems.
It is. It reminds me of Tiki as being a parent, and it's like you keep telling your kid to stop doing the same thing, and then the day later they make it the same thing.
Right.
Like, how many times I got to take your TV away from you?
Right. And I think, did we get clarity on that domestic issue?
Well, there was another story that came out that he, I guess, is accused, whoever was accusing him of stealing jewelry from him.
Yes.
That was what I read.
Yeah, so I think I saw that, but I didn't know if it was real, if it was fake. But the
TMZ had it. I'm assuming
the
TMZ's
downstream
reputable.
of that was that the woman who was accusing him of not wanting to be with his kid was like the babysitter. Or
Was not the mom.
It was someone who was employed by him who was at his house without his consent. So he kicked her out, and then she started going crazy. And then she went and tried to take $20,000 worth of jewelry.
Yeah.
And it just got ugly. But he also kind of said, we're not in a relationship, but we sometimes have casual sex.
Oh,
but she's not my girlfriend and not the mother of my kid.
At least we got that all clarified.
It's like, bro,
it's messy.
You are leading a complicated ass life.
And that's it. Even if
none of this came out or no problems at all whatsoever when he wasn't on the Jets.
No.
Only
right.
now.
It's like, what, is this real? I'm reading this like, is this real?
It does make me think, what the hell's going on in Seattle? Do we not know things about Seahawks players? Because you never heard anything with Geno Smith.
Because they're on the West Coast. We have an East Coast bias.
Exactly. And the Chargers, I understand, or whatever, when he was there. Nobody cares about the Chargers. Larry in Medford. Larry, what's up?
What up?
Larry.
Medford,
hey,
Larry.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up, dude? All's good.
Okay. First, I have a comment. I've never enjoyed the show more than this week. I love the Tiki and Morash show.
Thank you.
Great.
Appreciate it, because we're just nonsensically talking because there's no sports other than soccer.
Exactly. Don't worry. Bullpen breakdowns are coming back Monday.
All right, but before I go into my thing, I got a question for you. I love college sports. So do you ever find yourself like when you I love Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
Loved him in college. Now he got drafted by the Giants, who I hate. Do you still root for the guy?
That's a good question. Right.
I want to leave you up.
I'm a Cowboy fan.
If you love college football, you still root for a guy. I mean, honestly, I found myself in the Florida days.
I got to think about that for a second.
Yeah, I'll give you an answer after. But get to your other prediction.
All right, what was your other prediction?
Okay, my bold prediction is I would love the Cowboys win the Super Bowl. My worst nightmare fear is that the Mets go on a 40-10 run and make the playoffs.
Why is that a fear? Are you a Met fan, Larry?
No. I'm a Yankee fan.
Oh, I got
it. Oh, come on, Larry. I love the Yankees. You can't be fearful of the Mets. Who cares if the Mets go on a run?
They're not going to take the thunder away from the Yankees.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Mets going on a run would make my summer fun.
Right.
I don't know.
It would make our show fun.
Yes.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah, even better. Get Evans' hopes up.
It's not happening.
No. But as far as the Cowboys winning the Super Bowl,
look, the Cowboys feel like they could win it every year, and then they don't.
Yeah, and
they get to the postseason every other year, of the year if Dak is healthy or whatever. It doesn't matter, close to an MVP, and then they don't.
I made myself.
It feels like nothing is ever going to change with the Cowboys.
And this isn't just a Giants fan hating the Cowboys. I made myself this promise. I think it was after the Niners loss with Dak Prescott a couple years ago. I said, how many years in a row, especially in radio, Tiki, are we going to do the guest comes on in August and goes, I'll tell you, man, the Cowboys this year's different. And every year is inevitably the same. They win their 11, 12 games certain years, lose in the playoffs, and then other years they have a bad injury that derails them, and then they're back up the next year. People are going to go crazy for the Cowboys this August. It happens every single year.
Right.
And they may be really good.
Well, it's also because they have a quarterback who potentially can be an MVP.
Absolutely.
And when you have that guy, and again, this isn't saying Dak Prescott is the best quarterback in the NFL. It's just any of these years, he could be the MVP.
Absolutely.
But you also then know that come postseason, something's going to blow up for him.
Oh, of course. Or the team. Or Brian Schottenheimer will be a student. I'm not really a Schottenheimer guy as a head coach. In the end, you will have this. You will have it in the lead up, like Ethan brought up with week one, where everybody's going to be like, oh my God, Dallas this year. And inevitably, we're going to be sitting there in mid-January going, remember when people thought Dallas was winning the Super Bowl? It just happens every single year. Right. I'm not falling for it again. Not me. Rob in Sayreville. Rob, what's up?
Gentlemen, how's it going?
All's well.
I got a good, bold prediction for you.
All right.
So it's the All-Star break. Right after that amazing, unbelievable 4-0 game, Juan Soto goes out to dinner with his family. He's sitting at the table with his mother. His mother's, oh, Juanito, I come see you play this weekend. So excited tonight. Juan Soto shows up to the stadium. His mother shows up. A disgruntled Mets worker turns her away. Juan Soto, furious, calls Stearns, demands a trade. Stearns packages Clay Holmes, Luke Weaver, Juan Soto. And he gets rid of all the Yankees, Right over, he calls up Cashman. Evan never scores another Mets game in his life.
Is that a prediction? If you're wrong, that's all over the place. Now, here's where your story's wrong. Tonight's game's in Philly.
That's right. So
it's tough for an employee.
That's the only thing.
But I love that. Trade away all the Yankees.
And Evan never scores another Mets game.
Which will never happen.
Ever again. That's not happening, no matter who's on this team.
Yeah. The Mets could become the Long Island Ducks.
I couldn't tell. Was he saying that they would package all the former Yankees?
Yeah, David Stearns would say once Juan Soto
send them back to the Yankees?
Or send them out. I don't know if he said back to the Yankees.
Okay, but if he did say send, would the Yankees take them all?
So would the Yankees take a deal with Juan Soto, Luke Weaver, Clay Holmes? Is there somebody else I'm missing?
No.
Devin Williams.
Devin Williams. Well, that's the thing. You got to leave Devin back.
Yeah, you can't have Devin. Trade off. Can't do it.
Devin can't.
Hold on. So Clay was a Yankee. Well, Soto's the only one that was. I was going to say Devin was only a Yankee for a year.
Yeah.
But Soto was only a Yankee for a year.
But okay, how about this? Clay Holmes. I think I'm right about this. Clay Holmes. Yeah, Clay Holmes, Weaver, and Soto were on the 2024 Yankees and made the World Series. So we take back the guys that won the AL chip.
There you go.
You know what? I'd make that deal. What do you guys want?
Volpe.
You want Volpe? I think we could do Volpe. Ben Hess is like that random name in the minors you always hear about. We'll do Volpe.
Tim Hill.
Ben Hess. You want Tim Hill? Fine. Fine. We got Brett Hedrick now. Fine.
Right. And you're getting Luke Weaver.
Exactly. Have fun with your Mets. 888-808-1019. Al in Jersey. Al, what's up?
Hey, guys, why are the Yankee fans obsessing over us? We're that dead carcass on the side of the road. Literally, give it a break.
Yeah, but you're twitching. You're twitching just a little bit, Al. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. But listen here. My bold prediction is that the Mets will be really, really good next year. Because, Tiki, you're in New York already for a long enough time to know that the only time the Mets are good is when there are zero expectations.
That's right.
2024, 2015.
Right. Very true.
So next year we're going in. The owner himself doesn't have any expectations. So I'm predicting a deep playoff run for next year.
You know, that's a good one because the Mets do seem to, when you're just like, yeah, whatever's going to happen. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This year was full of expectation. It was heightened.
Yeah, definitely.
And even though there were real questions about especially the rotation, because Kodai Senga wasn't ready, Sean Manaea, who knows? David Peterson, could he do it again?
Yeah.
Clay Holmes only in his second year as a starter. There were real questions about the rotation. The expectation was high for the Mets.
Yeah, even if it came with the questions about getting rid of Alonso, it was still high.
It will be ridiculously low next year. Ridiculously low.
Depends on the offseason.
I don't think it's going to matter.
Well, if the Mets sign Tariq Skubal, is it not going to?
Well, if they big fish hunt, then yes. But do you think David Stearns is doing that?
Hold on. You know what? We haven't even had this conversation because maybe this is where you and I are in different wavelengths. How do they not next year, knowing how wrong this philosophy is gone?
Because he doesn't want to give David Stearns long-term contract to aging pitchers. So
I understand that, but it's failed.
The number one priority is rotation for the Mets.
Yeah.
It's number one. Now, I guess you can rely on the Jonah Tongs and the Christian Scotts and the Nolan McClains, these young kids. Yeah, as they get older, maybe, they
rely
figure it out.
Wrong word. You could want to open up rotation spots for them. You can't rely on these guys.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, you cannot.
But he's not gonna overpay for an older, not older, but just say like a 32-year-old veteran starting pitcher. And so what you're going to get are the scraps of the veterans who might come here and crap the bed on a short-term deal, like Freddie Peralta.
Tiki, an old wise man once said, "You can't eat your cake and have it too."
Yes.
Okay. If you listened yesterday, you get that.
Yes.
He
did not say that incorrectly. That is the way that it should be.
Let them eat cake.
It is very rare that a starting pitcher of the caliber of a Skubal is going to become available for free agency. Like, he's older, but he's not that old.
Right.
The only way to make sure you're not signing those guys is by developing your own guys, and that balance is off. And I'm not saying the Mets are going to sign Skubal. That's not what I'm saying. But if they did, how do you at least not pursue him this offseason and try to get no bidding war with the Dodgers?
No, you have to.
How do you not? And if they do, and he's at the top of the rotation, we're not going to have big expectations for the Mets next year?
I mean, but I don't trust that they're going to do that. That's my point.
Well, that's a different
That's
argument.
my point.
All right. If they did big game hunt, or is it big fish hunt?
Fish, I don't know.
Big fish, small pond, big game hunt, whatever the heck you're doing.
It's
You're hunting, you're fishing, whatever you're doing. yeah, I would have expectations. And much to that point, the Mets, you know what the Mets have in common with the World Cup?
What's that?
They become relevant once every 4 years. So we're kind of on this cycle where 2 bad years, all right, maybe we're back next year. Have fun with your Mets. Have fun with your Mets.
Isn't that crazy that in this World Cup year, 2026 World Cup year, the Mets are less relevant than the World Cup? And I think, honestly, soccer has started to take over some of the fandom.
Oh, for sure.
In this country over some baseball fans.
Oh, definitely. Well, also, any baseball fan that lives in a market where their team is just not going to compete, I don't blame that either. And I think in this city specifically, what the World Cup did was it kind of blended that, like, okay, the Knicks have won a title, now we're in the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't have to go back and pay attention to the Mets. I'll just have fun with that. Have fun with your World Cup. I would do that. And now you get to the end of the World Cup, and what do we got in a week, Tiki? Training camp.
Training camp, that's right.
So the World Cup has filled the gap for any Met fan that was like, I'm not dealing with this. I just watched Jalen Brunson be the king of New York.
Camp starts next week for
Sunday for the Giants. Week from Sunday, I think, right?
Yep.
Or at least rookies report.
Yep.
All right, when we come back, I finally want to get to that piece of audio I got to play for Tiki, get his reaction, which just made my night. Plus, continue to take your calls. It's been a fun show. Keep it coming at 888-808-1019. Again, the Carton Show comes your way at 2 o'clock live from the Javits Center at Fanatics Fest, where Tiki and I will be tomorrow. And our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
With the warm months finally here, it's time for a healthier you. My good buddy John Gallucci Jr., CEO of JAG Physical Therapy, always tells me how important it is to focus on your biomechanical chain to reduce injuries. Well, now it's the time for you and your loved ones to turn to JAG to get stronger and function at a higher level. A dedicated team of physical therapists at JAG Physical Therapy will develop a plan specifically for you to help prevent injuries. And if you have an existing one, their expertise and commitment will help you get back the life you love. Schedule your appointment today at jagpt.com. That's jagpt.com.
And this portion of the program is sponsored by Ray Catena, Mercedes-Benz of Edison.
The Yankees head into the All-Star break with momentum after winning their last 4.
That baby's gone! Ben Rice rings the bell again!
Ben Rice has been red hot, providing big hits and big power during the Bombers' surge.
We always had faith in ourselves that we were going to turn the corner.
And now the focus shifts to the second half of the season.
All our hopes and dreams are there for the taking. You know, we've at least put ourselves in a position to go realize our ultimate goal of playing and winning a championship.
The chase continues after the break, and you can catch all the action here on your home for Yankees baseball. 101.9 FM WFAN, and always live on the free Odyssey app.
Make this your summer of unforgettable drives in a Mercedes-Benz from Mercedes-Benz of Edison. Their expert team makes shopping easy and stress-free. One reason they were named the 2026 Mercedes-Benz Dealer of the Year by Cars.com. Visit Mercedes-Benz of Edison for luxury driving all summer long.
Lights, camera, baseball. The spotlight is on Citi Field for one of the season's biggest series as the Mets take on the Los Angeles Dodgers Friday, July 24th through Sunday, July 26th. Don't miss this marquee matchup. For tickets, go to Mets.com/tickets.
Big truck crash at Victory Boulevard and Bay Street? Showman and Hill injury lawyers are the biggest defenders of justice. No one fights harder for New York. Every borough, every block. Showman and Hill. We are New York. Get a free case review. Search Showman and Hill injury lawyers.
As World Soccer hits the big stage, Fanatics Sportsbook is making every game day worth more. Earn up to 10% fan cash on your soccer bets, win or lose. That's real extra value you can unlock every match, all tournament long. And fan cash isn't just for betting. You can use it anywhere in the world of Fanatics. On game tickets, merchandise, collectibles, profit boosts, and more. One ecosystem, endless ways to spend. Plus, new customers get up to $1,000 in fan cash. That's $100 bet matched every day for your first 10 days. The world is ready. Are you? Fanatics Sportsbook. Winning hits different here. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. CT, call 888-789-7777. MA, call 800-327-5050. NY, call 877-8-HOPE-NY. MD, visit mdgamblinghelp.org. Not available in all states. Terms apply. See Fanatics Sportsbook app.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Come visit the engagement experts at London Jewelers at any one of their 6 locations.
Hey, it's Shaun Morash. I got to sit down with Will Ferrell and the cast of The Hawk. So how does Lonnie the Hawk Hawkins compare to other Will sports characters?
I guess there's more Ricky Bobby in Lonnie, but I would say that Lonnie's the biggest narcissist I've ever played.
It may be the greatest comeback story in golf history. Classic Will Ferrell in The Hawk. And The Hawk is now streaming on Netflix.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel's Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. Visit FanDuel.com/New York to get started today. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. Just visit FanDuel.com/New York, and with FanDuel's Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. We all love the app around here. It is safe and secure, has all the betting markets you could possibly want. And when you win, you get paid instantly. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official sportsbook of WFAN. 21 and older, physically present in New York. For help with a gambling problem, please call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. That's 467-369.
The savings are here. The savings are here.
Happy birthday, America.
It's America's 250th birthday.
We're celebrating all month long at Nielsen Dodge
by giving you freedom of choice. Save up to $250 off service. Save up to $250 off accessories.
With leases for $250 or under.
You'll start feeling the vibes the minute you arrive. Fun is in the driver's seat.
Lisa new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited 4x4. Just $250 a month. Yes, just $250 a month.
There's always zero down payment. The credit help you need. More savings with your trade-in.
And of course, great deals. For leases $250 or under, hurry to Route 10 in East Hanover. Online at NielsenDodge.com.
At Nielsen Dodge.
Fun is in the driver's seat.
Make this the summer event. With approval, term 24 months, due at sign, 6343, add tax tag and DMV fees. See dealer for details.
Sal Licata here for CertaPro Painters. You know, my home is a happy place, especially when my wife is satisfied. And that's not always an easy thing for me to achieve, but my friends at CertaPro Painters, they had no such problems. Big jobs or small, the good folks at CertaPro Painters are at your service. If you've been putting off a painting project, give them a call now at 1-800-GO-CERTA. That's CERTA with a C, and you'll see exactly what I mean. 1-800-GO-CERTA. Call CertaPro Painters today and get a no-nonsense free estimate on a professional job that you'll be happy with for years to come.
Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com.
Oh, hey, Sarah. Did you hear my daughter Katie got Camper of the Week?
That's a big deal. We got a big deal too, right, Mom? Honey, shh.
What's that?
Okay, that Hyundai Santa Fe, I only paid.
Nice.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days, or 1.9% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Tucson, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Hurry, offer ends August 3rd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Hazy sun, high 89.
Weather brought to you by Capital One. Capital One offers no fees or minimums on checking accounts. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank guide. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
Here's a World Soccer Championship preview.
Brought to you by Lowe's. Members get more at Lowe's. And by the first ever Infiniti QX65. Lionel Messi gets a chance at a second title, while Spain gets an opportunity for their first title since 2010. That is the matchup in New York, New Jersey for the final. Argentina got here the hard way with 2 comeback wins and 2 extra time wins in the knockout round. Spain has allowed only 1 goal the whole tournament. I'm Mike Conti.
At NYU Langone Health, we know there really is no place like home. That's why we get our surgery patients home faster and have fewer readmissions than any other health system. That means once you're home, you won't need to go back for the same procedure. Instead, you can get back to the things you love. And the next time you need something else, we're here. Better health starts with a better health system. Learn more at nyulangonehealth.org.
The New York Giants are getting ready for a new season. What are your expectations for Big Blue? Join the conversation at 888-808-1019. The WFAN phone line is powered by Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus presents the biggest summer in UFC history.
It's Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash here on The Fan. And this Fan Focus is presented by Chef IQ. Watch the game, not the grill. Get your gear at chefiq.com. Potential announcements at Fanatics Fest? Maybe. Tiki, how about this? 1:15 today. A live podcast called Mind the Game at the center stage of Fanatics Fest will be hosted by LeBron James and Tyrese Halliburton. Last year at Fanatics Fest, if you remember, was while me and Tommy were on the air right behind us. Kevin Durant was on stage when it was announced he was being traded to the Houston Rockets.
Right.
Now, LeBron James. Why is every NBA free agent seemingly signed but LeBron James?
Right.
And now there's Fanatics Fest where he's like the biggest basketball star, basically of a generation.
LeBron James!
The Brian Windhorse meme. Why is that? And this Fan Focus was sponsored by Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. So 1:15 today, do we find out LeBron's making a decision and he does it at Fanatics Fest and that's been set up that way?
No. I don't think so.
Then let me ask you this, Tiki Barber.
I think he wants us to think that so that we'll all go attend. Pay attention.
So that,
and then
all
they'll
right.
do it some other time for some other
platform or something?
Whatever.
I don't know if LeBron has other commitments, like if this gets dragged on. Is he doing 4 different appearances and he's going to do this Sunday? I would say this to say, I don't know what kind of deals happen between Fanatics and these players, and the fact, Durant and that being announced, that was no coincidence. And good for Michael Rubin. This is a great event and has all this. If you're not announcing it this weekend, what the hell's LeBron waiting for? You know what I mean? At least if it gets announced this weekend, as kind of piggish as it'll look, we at least have a reason. He was going to do it on a stage, all the other athletes around it. He'll become the news. We don't know about LeBron. He likes being in the news, right? He'll become the news of Fanatics Fest.
Do you think there's going to be media there to cover?
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt, NBA reporters are showing up today. Without a doubt. Connor, am I off base on this?
And if
I don't
not,
even think I'm being original, by the way. I'm assuming other people have this opinion.
And if that comes out, people will rush there to go try to ask him some kind of question about it.
Right.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. We could find out before we get off the air. He could start this thing.
Really?
We could if it's at 1:15.
Going to the Brooklyn Nets? Would it change your prediction about Julius Randle, Tiki?
Oh, it'd be the best. We'd laugh so hard.
No, because he's only going to play 40 games.
This also, we might find out news, too. I'm looking at kind of a day's worth of live program. And again, the Carton Show will be there at 2. And this will be good to react to for our guys when they're out there. At 4:15 today, you're getting a live roommate show at Fanatics Fest.
Oh, nice.
So you're going to get Brunson and Hart there.
I thought they were doing that on the weekend. So they're doing it today.
Again, I'm only seeing today's schedule. What I don't know is you might be getting multiple tapings. Maybe they come back on Saturday and do another. I don't know.
No, maybe it's there's the panel.
Okay.
It's like the
like a Q&A
NBA
thing.
champion panel is on Saturday or something like that. But this is their roommates podcast. This is different. Right.
And this is part of if you guys come and watch us, there's a lot of different things to get to watch and see what's going on, including these athletes. But okay, so the reason I bring up the roommates pod at 4:15. Do you know who their guest is today?
No, tell me.
Center stage, Aaron Judge.
Oh.
So do we get
interesting?
Does Aaron Judge reveal his imaging?
That's got to be that's at least got to be asked.
If Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson have a journalistic bone in their body,
which they don't,
They don't.
Nor do they need to have one.
You're having them on, hey, what's going on with your recovery? Don't we have to know that? Because it would also be disingenuous for Aaron Judge to go, like, I don't know. And then, like, 24 hours later, Aaron Boone's like, man, this doesn't look good.
They got to at least throw him a, hey, how you feeling?
Yeah. I had no idea Judge was appearing today, at least on a podcast. So, I don't know. Maybe we got LeBron news and maybe we get Aaron Judge news. And this is kind of becoming something in the summer now where Fanatics Fest news comes out of it. And as somebody who does
it? What came out last year?
Durant, the trade.
Right.
So, and the first year was just kind of getting Fanatics' feet wet. If this becomes the thing, like, hey, we got something to announce, let's do it here. I don't know. So keep an eye on those two
announcements. This is the must-be-at media event for the NBA.
And it could start on Thursday because it's usually just been a Friday, Saturday, Sunday thing. You could get an announcement on Thursday, creates buzz for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah.
So we'll see. LeBron and Aaron Judge both will be on microphones today at Fanatics Fest. Have fun with your Fanatics Fest, Connor. All right, Connor. Last night, I just want to give you a little background on how I stumbled on this last night. I throw on a movie where we're breathing in haze smoke. We go inside. I have my kids sit down to watch the cult classic Heavyweights. You ever see Heavyweights?
Not like fully.
Okay, Ben Stiller. It was a good movie when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I
didn't relate to it.
Yeah, so I don't know. I figured my kids might get a kick out of it. Let's throw on the app. There's no sports. Let's watch. This is after the World Cup games, about 6 o'clock. Oh, no, I'm sorry, like 7 o'clock. So I forgot all about the ESPYs. I'm not going to lie to you.
I did too.
Also,
until I started seeing it pop up on my whatever alerts.
And I'm not telling you it's not an event not to watch. I used to enjoy it as a kid. It just wasn't on my radar yesterday, whatever. I see that ML football account tweeting out Shane Gillis clips. And I didn't really look into it. I just kind of did like a quick Twitter scroll by, and it clicked with me. I'm like, oh, wow, Shane Gillis is hosting the ESPYs. Of course, he hosted last year. What I didn't realize is that ML Football, I'm giving them way too much pub, was tweeting out clips from last year. Like, remember when this happened a year ago? I didn't realize that. So I tune in when my kids go to bed. It was like 9:15. I'm like, oh, let me see Shane Gillis. I find him funny. I put it on. First of all, you can't make this up. The moment I put it on, and I'm looking to laugh at Shane Gillis, I happen to turn it on during the Jimmy V part. And it was about kids playing sports who have lost like limbs. And Jim Abbott got and it was heartwarming and touching. But just put yourself in my headspace. If you're looking for a Shane Gillis making a joke,
you were disappointed.
Yeah, you're getting a real hard tearjerker.
You're such a bad guy.
Yeah, and I'm like, come on, I'm getting the kids without hands here. So that's where I was. So now I turn back out. I turn on something else. It goes to commercial. I'm doing that. Came back. I go back, and I hear, okay, we're gonna call up DJ Khaled, Jake Paul, I think it's Jake Paul, not Logan Paul, I get them confused, and Mike Tyson are going to announce the award for like most outstanding performance of the year. I don't know about you, Tiki. When I hear the words, Mike Tyson is coming up the stage, you have me.
Yes.
Because he's a wild card.
Of course. You don't know what's going to happen.
I love just the idea of Mike Tyson. He's just like, he's a walking cartoon character that was once this great athlete. And he was great in The Hangover. So you got me. I'm settled in. Mike Tyson says something after the award gets announced that I stopped and with my DirecTV rewound. I'm not kidding. Not once, not twice, 3, 4, 5 times to make sure I heard it right. And then I filmed the 5th time to put it on Instagram and make sure I wasn't going nuts. It is now taken over. Other people have taken. I'm not trying to be original. Other people and big accounts have taken it. I want you to listen, and I want you to tell me what you hear. Okay? The winner of the most outstanding performance of the year goes to Shohei Ohtani, Tiki, for that 3-home run, 10 strike. Remember when he did both in a playoff game at LCS?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what happens.
And the SB award goes to, check this out, Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei could not be here tonight. He sends his gratitude and appreciation to ESPN and everyone who voted for him.
Shohei's the guy.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? What did you hear, Tiki?
He said Shohei's a guy?
Thank you.
Shohei's the guy.
He had no idea who Shohei Ohtani was?
Yes.
How is that possible?
Exactly. What a bad sign for Major League Baseball that your biggest global star, and Mike Tyson, I get it. He's not sitting there with the MLB TV watching the Dodgers and Padres, but this guy has won back-to-back World Series.
Right.
He is the ultimate do-it-all athlete.
He's got 3 or 4 MVPs. He's been the best player in baseball.
He got borderline $1 billion contract.
Yes. He's one of the richest athletes in the world. And because we don't know what he makes from Japanese endorsements. We know what he makes from the Dodgers and U.S. endorsements. Shohei's a guy. How do you not know who Shohei Ohtani is?
Tiki, I didn't know if it was the wildfire smoke or the laughter. My chest started to collapse last night. I couldn't stop laughing. And this is what I mean.
I missed that. I completely missed that.
And this is what I mean when Mike Tyson appears at something. You just don't know what's going to happen. It's so innocent, too, Mike Tyson there. So now, I heard the morning show talking about this, and I was actually arguing with our digital producer, Andrew Kaplan, about this. Cap almost didn't want to believe that Mike Tyson possibly couldn't know who he was. And I heard the morning show speculate on this, too. They wondered if he said, Shohei's a god. No, he didn't. Because the context doesn't make any sense.
It finished an up pitch, which means he was asking a question.
Yeah, exactly. Can you play that one more time? Because I don't hear God, okay? You can play from Jake Paul on if you want. It's up to you.
Shohei could not be here tonight. He sends his gratitude and appreciation to ESPN and everyone who voted for him.
Shohei's a guy.
Jake Paul says he sends his gratitude. Now, you might be wondering, why would he even think Shohei Ohtani could be female in this realm? There was, I think, a female Baylor basketball player who had like an incredible game that was also up for this award. So it was a combination of male and female athletes.
So did he even read?
I don't think so. I think he just went through
the candidates.
I don't think so. And I think he just heard guys and girls.
Yeah.
I think for him, Shohei is not a common name in the Mike Tyson language. So when he heard Jake Paul say he could not be here.
What male name starts with S-H?
Shauna?
Shaun.
Shaun can be a female name, but Shauna is I only know that because people have tried calling me that.
So Shaun. Shaun is one.
Yeah, and Shauna.
Yeah.
Okay. Shelly.
No, a guy's name?
Oh, a guy's name.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said a girl's name. I'm sorry. A guy's name. Shaun Sherlock.
It's hard. It's hard to think of S names.
SH. Yeah, you're right.
Because honestly, when I think of Shaun, I think of
Shane.
Yeah. Shane is a good one. Shane
yeah,
Gillis,
we just talked about Gillis.
Yeah.
Shay. Gilgis Alexander.
Yeah, but he's
That's
only
more
one.
of a female name. Shay's more of a female name when I think of the name Shay.
I agree.
So, look, I'm not even mad at Mike Tyson. I just find it funny. Like, Mike Tyson somehow gets to live in this world.
And not know who Shohei Ohtani is.
I find that amazing. So I did the grandma test. And we all know the grandma test, which is, should your grandma know who this is? Remind you, I do sports talk for a living. It pays the mortgage in my house. I am married to a woman who will go to games basically reluctantly, but like kind of has given up on sports. She'll go to my kids' games.
Yeah.
I went to her. She's watching Grey's Anatomy.
Your
my wife. And she knows Mike Tyson. That's a grandma test. I go, babe, Mike Tyson was on stage. You got to understand this. I go, let me play this. Her response to me, who is Shohei Ohtani?
No.
She doesn't know who Shohei Ohtani is. So then it made me start thinking, are we so obsessed in our sports bubble that actually baseball has gotten to the point where the biggest star in baseball doesn't pass the grandma test? Is that possible?
Yes. That is absolutely possible.
I bet Shohei could walk around New York City. People would recognize him, but not that many people would recognize him.
I think you're right about that. I think because he's...
Aaron Judge, they would know. He's huge, and I think
Shohei
he's more
is
recognizable.
actually pretty big as well.
Yeah.
So the problem with Shohei is you'd see him, and you'd say he's an athlete.
Yeah.
And so that would stop you and make you look at it, and then you'd figure it out.
And we're talking about this country, by the way. Like, of course, Shohei Ohtani in Japan is like LeBron there. My wife knows who LeBron James is. She knows who Patrick Mahomes is. Baseball, like, I don't know. Do you think Mike Tyson knows who Patrick Mahomes is, though? Or is this a baseball thing?
No, he's got to know who Pat Mahomes is.
Right, that's the Super Bowl.
He's got to know.
Do you think he got to know who LeBron James is, right?
Brunson, probably.
Definitely.
I don't know. I don't know if that's another one. We know Jalen Brunson, but Jalen Brunson only just won the finals. If he doesn't know Shohei Ohtani, does he know Jalen Brunson? It's not like he's in commercials all over the place. So, look, I'm not mad at Mike Tyson. I found it hilarious.
He could be a person that's just totally checked out altogether.
Yeah, but I would also just, I don't know, maybe if I was ESPN, I'd look at the ESPYs, bless you, the ESPYs, and I would go, maybe let's just kind of give these guys the background.
Well, I mean, you look at some of these. I'm just looking at one now, like these rankings of the most popular sports in the United States. Baseball used to be way up there,
of course.
And some of these, soccer has jumped baseball.
Yes,
because of NBC and CBS and Fox and like all the international.
Yeah, Peacock.
Peacock. You see them everywhere, right? You see these European soccer games everywhere. So in some regards, like it's lost its prestige.
Yeah, like
not New York, obviously.
But even so,
some parts of this country,
Messi's getting recognized over Paul Skeens.
Yes,
like that's just the truth. So Shohei Ohtani, though, but my issue with Shohei Ohtani is he's not Paul Skeens. He is the sports representation of a global superstar.
Agreed.
Unlike they've ever seen before, because he is an international player to come over here. Mike Tyson lives in think about it, he lives in a world where he is unaware whether Shohei Ohtani is a male or female. That's incredible.
Well, the name ends with an A. So like with Shauna, like it sounds. I'm trying to guess.
He still doesn't know.
I'm trying to guess. I'm trying to understand.
He's waiting for like a women's tennis player to come walking up there.
That's crazy to me. I'm sorry. I find it crazy. All right, Jason and Edison. Jason, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, man?
I just wanted to say, Tiki, I heard you were saying that the Cowboys, seem like they'll never make a Super Bowl. But I'm pretty sure when you guys did your picks for the Super Bowl appearances this upcoming year, you chose the Cowboys.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I think I did actually.
Which is crazy because I don't know. You must have. I trust that guy.
Yeah. Evan would know, but I don't.
Evan would know. I could have sworn we thought the defense was going to stink, but maybe you were more of a believer than us after the Parsons trade. Because remember, I want to take you back to last summer.
Was he talking about this upcoming Super? Was this the post?
Oh.
I think he's talking about post Super Bowl.
Oh.
Who's in it next year prediction. Just like we did with the NBA.
That would make more sense then, because I felt like last year we were more negative after the Parsons trade.
Yes,
that would make sense. So the day after the Super Bowl, when Evan likes doing the let's pick next year's Super Bowl.
That's what I think he's talking about.
Okay, but after you watch the Cowboys offense last year, I could see that.
Yeah, I mean, look, Dak is good.
Yeah. Also,
their defense was a disaster last year.
I said this. Tiki didn't say this. I said, I'm not going to be fooled into picking the Cowboys again. Tiki doesn't have to have that opinion. That's just me. I don't think they're making the Super Bowl. It would shock me, but it wouldn't shock me if they were the 1 seed in the NFC. Like, that's on the table. They could win the division, win 14 games, and then lose in the divisional round. That doesn't that sound like the most Cowboys season ever?
Yeah, they spent a lot of draft capital defensively this year.
They did. And even
Caleb Downs.
Mm-hmm. And they got a pass rusher too, right?
Yep, Malachi
Lawrence.
Yep. And then in the third round, they took another. No, this was I guess he'll be off ball linebacker. Shaun Barham. I don't know who he is, but he's a third round pick. I mean, that's a high Michigan kid.
Yeah, there he goes. You know him. You don't know Amani Toomer.
Right.
Pipe down, Ethan.
Devin Moore.
Full season of Quinnen Williams.
Full season of Quinnen Williams. And they added somebody else to the front. Oh, they have Kenny Clark, of course, from the trade last year.
But in the fourth round, they had 2 picks, Devin Moore and LT Overton. It was a D tackle or cornerback and a D tackle.
Yeah, something else.
And then obviously Quinnen Williams. Their defense should be better.
They were the 4th highest scoring team in the NFC last year, but they allowed 511 points.
And you wonder how much of that worked back and forth where you constantly have to go back to, like that can skew numbers. But here's why you're a piece of work, Tiki.
Why?
You're breaking down the 3rd and 4th round of the Cowboys.
The 3rd and 4th round are the rounds when you find steals.
I'm not denying that. I'm not denying for the long to the roster, but I'm talking about the Cowboys Super Bowl this year. The Tiki Barber I know said something famously about rookies. Rookies suck.
They do.
So now you expect me to believe in 4 rookies on the defense changing?
You know what? When I talk about rookies suck,
rookies are lazy and stupid.
I mostly mean offensive rookies.
Oh, no.
Rookies
Have
are
Evan
dumb.
know that. Have Evan know that. Offensive rookies because of the mistakes?
Yeah. They just, and they're amplified. Like if you're a wide receiver or, I don't know, a running back, you just don't know.
You don't know. It is true.
And the defense is it's reactive. It's different.
Okay.
I hate rookies.
Well, that works for Orville Reese then and the Giants. I love it. Tiki's on the Cowboy train. If I had to ask you to pick the Super Bowl again right now, would you pick the Cowboys?
Probably not. I think I'd pick the Rams.
I probably would too. And we're not settling on that yet because you know damn well
Again,
everyone's going to make us do it in August.
There's one caution about the Rams is Puka Nacua. Because he is turning out to be a villain.
Oh, totally. I don't trust him. I hate to say this.
100%.
Because it's very radical to say this. I'm getting very much Antonio Brown vibes from Puka Nacua.
Yes.
And if you know what I mean, It's just like kind of like he's kind of going off
He
the rails. He
hasn't done anything yet, but
There's signs.
We saw it in Pittsburgh. Like, something's a little bit off with Antonio Brown.
Yep.
And then he went someplace else, and it was a disaster.
No doubt.
Wheels completely fell off. Puka's not there yet, but something's off.
I totally agree. Totally agree.
And it's not like they have a ton of else. I mean, Devontae Adams is still there, but he's old. He's a inside the 10-yard touchdown maker.
Anybody else? Wide receiver room, tight end room?
I mean, Kanata Mumford.
Okay. Mumford and Sons.
Jordan Whittington.
Right. They're big.
They could bring in Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah, maybe.
See, that's another one of those situations where you worry about the guy.
Right. There isn't. Whittington's a good player, but there isn't that accomplished.
The tight ends are good. And
right.
Good running backs.
Right.
Either way, fascinating. I'd probably be with you as well. Like again, picture this: it's Cowboys and it's Rams in an NFC Championship game. I mean, who the hell are you trusting in that game? I'm trusting Matt Stafford and Sean McVay in that game.
Right.
Are you kidding me? All right. When we come back, SNY put out a top 10 New York sports list, and I'm absolutely convinced it was to piss people off. So we will go over that. We love you, SNY. Plus, continue to take your calls on everything we've delved into. It's Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash up until the Carton Show live from Fanatics Fest at 2 o'clock. And Total Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is expanding across Long Island, New York City, and New Jersey. With new locations opening in Comac, Babylon, and West Orange, expert care is closer than ever. Their top-rated doctors treat everything from everyday injuries to complex orthopedic conditions. Wherever you are on your journey, they are there to help you move forward. They are the experts at getting you back to being you. Visit TotalOrthoSportsMed.com to schedule your appointment today or call 855-321-ORTHO.
Summer is heating up, and there's nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside iced tea and vodka, or Surfside lemonade and vodka. Did I say that right? Because somebody called yesterday and said I'm saying vodka wrong. Vodka. Stolia. Made with real vodka. Surfside is only 100 calories and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation. So it's easy to sip and enjoy no matter what your plans are this weekend. It's not a seltzer, it's Surfside. Sold in bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Must be 21 plus. Please drink responsibly.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
This Odyssey Sports Minute is sponsored by Metal Supermarkets, the convenience store for metal. Find a store at metalsupermarkets.com. England manager Thomas Tuchel got the game entirely wrong yesterday against Argentina after England took a 1-0 lead. His decision to sit back and play defense against Leo Messi and company, the equivalent of playing prevent defense against Tom Brady. I'm Nick Costos.
When you've got real work to do, Metal Supermarkets will help you get it done fast. With a huge variety of metals in stock, we can help no matter what job comes your way. And all it takes is a few clicks. We make buying metal online easy so you can spend less time shopping and more time getting things done. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience stores for metal. Place an order online today at metalsupermarkets.com.
The world's biggest soccer tournament has arrived, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. Trade every match from the opening rounds all the way to the final. Last week, Belgium was trading at 2.5% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade could pay out $3,744 if they win soccer's biggest prize. Want to know where they're at today? Check Kalshi. For limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code PITCH to get a $10 credit when you trade $10. That's promo code PITCH. Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 plus only. Must be present in state where it is legal to trade. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prizes, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. $10 free credit with no expiration. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. For more information, see Kalshi.com/regulatory.
Bring the flavor to the World Soccer Championship with Crush Orange Soda. Crush is the perfect pick for every match, highlight, and game-winning goal. Make every match even sweeter with Crush Orange Soda.
The World's Game at BetMGM is here. Bet on the soccer showdowns with 2-up early payout so that if you're up 2, BetMGM will pay you. That's right. Place a pre-game straight match result bet on any tournament game. If at any point your team is up by 2 goals, you'll instantly win your bet. Then enjoy BetMGM's same-game parlays, daily promotions, player props, and so much more for the world's game. Don't miss your shot at an early win with 2-up early payout to get paid out if at any point your team is up by 2 goals, regardless of the final outcome of the match. Make it a tournament to remember with BetMGM. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus years of age to wager and physically present in New York only. New and existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Additional terms and restrictions may apply.
Zona? Is that a word? In the 2026 Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid, it might as well be, because it can be one road trip. It's all about turbocharged power and hybrid efficiency working together, so you get the thrill of quick acceleration and the satisfaction of fuel efficiency. Book a test drive and keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
Living in the city that never sleeps, you need a powerful home connection that keeps pace with your midnight grind. Keep your connection as legendary as the city itself. If you're a Verizon mobile customer, switch to Fios Home Internet and get reliable 100% fiber optic speed for just $20 a month. It's high-speed fiber dependability for less than a week of subway rides. Visit Verizon.com and switch today. Availability varies for new Fios customers with auto-pay, mobile plus home, and bonus discount. Enrollment required. One offer per eligible account. Additional terms apply. Limited time offer.
Operating engineers Local 825 are the men and women who make our region move. So whether it's roads, bridges, or our favorite team stadium, they build and maintain the critical transportation, water, and energy infrastructure we rely on. That's why their advocacy organization, ELEC, the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, fights for those priorities every day. That's ELEC, representing the signatory contractors and the hardworking men and women who build both New York and New Jersey.
Hey, Yankees fans, come out to Yankee Stadium on Monday, July 20th, when the Yankees host the Pittsburgh Pirates, and be ready to receive a traditional Yankees giveaway. It's Yankees T-shirt night, presented by Sato. The first 15,000 guests will receive a Yankees T-shirt. For tickets, log on to Yankees.com/tickets. Again, don't miss the Yankees and Pirates for Yankees T-shirt night presented by Sato on Monday, July 20th. Visit Yankees.com/tickets today.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Spreadsheets, clunky software, 100 different logins just to run your business?
There's a better way. Odoo. One simple, connected platform that handles sales, inventory, accounting, and more, so you can focus on growing, not juggling. Make the switch today at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
Tune in to Odyssey Mets Radio on 880 AM. Brought to you by the #1 Westbury Toyota Construction Sale.
Zona? Is that a word? In the 2026 Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid, it might as well be, because it can be one road trip. It's all about turbocharged power and hybrid efficiency working together, so you get the thrill of quick acceleration and the satisfaction of fuel efficiency. Book a test drive and keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
Recovering from an addiction is an individual accomplishment. A young mother who chose recovery to care for her family. A high school athlete overcoming opioid addiction. A couple celebrating his recovery. Everyone's recovery is different, and there's no shame in asking for help. Call 844-REACH-NJ. Trained counselors are available 24/7 to help you find the recovery option that's best for you. Tell us your story, and let's begin your recovery today. A message from New Jersey Human Services.
Baseball season is here, and now you can trade every game on Kalshi.
You can also trade who will win the big game awards, which teams will win their division right now. You can even trade who the next manager for Boston and Philadelphia will be, as well as the date when a manager will be fired by. Maybe you want to trade on who will win the championship. The team from the Bronx is trading at 14% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade pays out $655 with a win. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code CMAC to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi, Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com.regulatory.
No matter what you drive, having the right tire matters. So take control with a new set of Bridgestone tires from Town Fair Tire. You'll choose from the area's largest selection of Bridgestone tires, and you'll get the Bridgestone tire you need at the guaranteed lowest price. Plus, Town Fair will give you more free services than all other tire dealers, clubs, or online sites. Nobody beats a Town Fair tire deal. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Get the latest on the Giants and Jets on WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
With Shaun Morash here on The Fan. We will be at Fanatics Fest tomorrow. Lower level, come check us out. Really cool setup WFAN has lined up. I know the Carton Show will be out there later this afternoon. And Sunday, if you're just listening on the radio, not going to be at Fanatics Fest, Tiki and I, a special 9 to 1 show, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., live from Fanatics Fest as well. Connor Green with us, Ethan the intern with us, who doesn't know Amani Toomer went to Michigan despite going to Michigan. All right, we're going to get back. There's a ton of things on the board with the calls, and I promise we're going to get to you. But I think I said this Monday or I said this Tuesday. All-Star Week in sports and sports radio and sports content is kind of funny because it's one of those things where anything really goes, right? There's no right answer. You're kind of having fun with it. You're looking ahead to football. You're looking back on the first half of the baseball season, looking ahead. There's like NHL schedule drops as random. But it's also a week of lists. And lists. Which is rich coming from me since I do a Cinco list every single day on the show. But people love lists. And remember yesterday I did the top 10 quarterback list?
Yep.
That came out, the scope. And this is like pure content, right? Hey, there's no games to watch. Let's just keep dropping our list. And every year this week, at least for the last couple of years, and certainly when we were doing afternoons and we were simulcasting SNY, SNY drops their top 10 New York athletes list for 2026.
Yes.
And I give SNY a lot of credit because I'm not going to hate on the list if every single year I turn to this list and debate it. So clearly they're getting from me what they wanted.
That's exactly right. They're getting a rise out of
They're getting a rise out of me, and that's the point, and I understand that. But perhaps none of the lists in the last couple of years quite got the rise out of me like this one did. And it's almost like they purposely wanted to piss people off.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to tell you, I think number 1 and number 2 are obvious. And any New York list that doesn't have this 1 or 2 is being disingenuous, and you can immediately write it off. So they were smart. Yes. Number 1 is, of course,
Jalen Brunson.
Number 2 is Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, 3 through 10 is where it gets sticky. And you can make a case for most of the guys they put on here, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to read 3 through 10, and I'm going to tell you my issues here, Teak, all right? 3, Juan Soto. Just let that sit there. We'll have another conversation about Soto in a second.
Right.
4, OG Anunoby.
That's a meteoric rise up the list.
Okay, thank you. 5, Karl Anthony Towns. 6, Cam Schlittler. 7, Jackson Dart. 8, Breanna Stewart. 9, Francisco Lindor. And 10, Josh Hart. Now, before I tell you the problem with 3 through 10, can I just give you like my bird's eye view problem? And I believe...
Right. I'm trying to think who's missing.
I could give you a couple.
Garrett Wilson.
But this is going to speak to my issue with the list. How about this one? Anyone want to tell me who led the NFC in sacks last year?
Brian Burns.
Brian Burns?
Yeah. Now, what's the qualification of this list?
Okay. This is the other problem. The list is voted on by employees at SNY. So that I believe that includes on the air and behind the scenes. And we know a lot of the good people that work there. I love a lot of those guys and talking to some of the guys. The problem is I need a better understanding because if it's a what have you done for me lately list, which clearly by putting 4 Knicks starters in this list, it feels like that, then tell me how Francisco Lindor is on the list.
Well, it could be most popular list.
So just a popular.
So it's not they're not doing the best athlete list or best at their craft list.
It's just a popularity contest?
Because I don't know how does Josh Hart get on that list?
Other than being popular.
Other than being a champion.
It says how a player has performed most recently had the biggest impact, but their entire career in New York was factored in, as was postseason performance.
Yeah, so that's why you eliminate Garrett Wilson.
Right.
Because he hasn't been in the postseason. He's only been here for 3 seasons.
Okay, so obviously they're rising with the postseason, but still, you're factoring their whole career and basically what they've done lately. But still, okay, let's just take off Garrett Wilson then. I'm not. Look, we understand what they're doing. I'm trying not to be insensitive here. The Liberty Championship was a couple years ago. I don't need Breanna Stewart on this list, and I understand. I'm not trying to be offensive. Yeah. It is what it is.
I don't know what kind of season she's having.
Okay, and fine player. Breanna Stewart did not have a better season than Brian Burns just had for the Giants. But here's this too, Tiki. We have no problem putting a member of the Liberty on there. They didn't put a single hockey player on there. And before everybody yells and screams, I'm not even making the case for Igor Shesterkin and the Ranger goal. They had a bad year, so I'm eliminating them.
Yeah, forget that.
Who scored the goal for Team USA to win a gold medal?
That's right.
And this is coming from me, who's poo-pooed the whole thing.
Well, they might. I could kind of understand it because the Devils weren't very good.
Okay, I mean,
he wasn't as iconic.
And it is New York athletes, not New Jersey.
Come on. The Devils are a New York team. As much as I like to poke fun, when we're having a serious conversation, the Devils count.
Aren't the Jackson Dart is a New Jersey athlete?
Yeah, that's true too, man.
Yeah.
Come on. And now, how about this one? I know they're not the most popular team in town. If I'm an Islander fan, I'm pissed. You have the Rookie of the Year in the NHL. If Jackson Dart's on this list, how is Matthew Schaefer not on this list?
Generational talent.
By the way, that's the more egregious omission.
Dude,
that's it.
Francisco Lindor is not better.
Did they qualify
recently.
that they're not including
rookies?
Hockey players?
Or hockey? No. Dude, and that's the thing.
There's no way you can leave Matthew Schaefer off that list.
You cannot put Matthew Schaefer's probably the biggest omission.
Yes.
And look, if I'm just going by numbers, I know that OG Anunoby had an iconic play, and OG Anunoby is an integral part. OG Anunoby is not a better New York athlete than Karl Anthony Towns, and he sits above him. Like on his own team. Karl Anthony Towns is the second guy.
So this is who do you most remember being great for you lately list?
Yeah.
They did have honorable mentions.
I didn't get the honorable mentions. Give them to me.
Garrett Wilson.
Okay.
Ben Rice.
Okay.
Matthew Schaefer.
All right.
Sabrina Ionescu.
All right.
Malik Neighbors.
And Neighbors got hurt after
he
3
didn't
weeks.
even play last year.
So they didn't even include Brian Burns?
No Brian Burns.
And I know it's not sexy, but arguably the best left tackle in football plays here too. Like
no Garrett Cole.
With all due respect.
Wait, hold on. Explain to me the title of the list again.
So it says here, how a player has performed most recently had the biggest impact.
Okay, but that's how they pick the list. But what is the title of this list?
Top 10 New York athletes right now.
Top 10 New York athletes right now.
And it says nothing about popularity. It's about performance and factoring in their careers, including the performance.
Yeah. So Brian Burns is a gross admission.
The only case against Matthew Schaefer is that it's only been 1 year, but again, you included Jackson Dart.
Right.
So this is what I mean.
Cam Schlittler.
And Cam Schlittler.
The list doesn't make sense because it's not consistent. Your reasoning against removing certain people that weren't voted on doesn't jive with some people that are on the list. That's where it's convoluted. And I know, it's a silly list. What does it mean? Oh, or am I talking?
It's just something to make you mad.
And it's made me mad.
Clearly.
And by the way, I'm even willing to give you, all right, Juan Soto's having a great year. It's not his fault the Mets suck. He could be number 3. I'll give you that. I don't know, man. Like, Cam Schlittler might be the best pitcher in baseball. We're putting him behind OG Anunoby because he had a tip-in play to win a finals. Like,
he was good, though.
I know he was, but
he could have been the Finals MVP.
Look, let's just be real.
And he had a really good season.
8, 9, and 10. Breanna Stewart, Francisco Lindor, and Josh Hart being on this list over Matthew Schaefer, Brian Burns. I'll even give you Garrett Wilson. It's just disingenuous. It's disingenuous. It is anger rage baiting for everything that every naysayer on social media wants to say about WFAN's digital account. Where are you with this? Where are you? I want anger at SNY. Where's Joe DeMayo again? I want anger at them. Where is Steve Gelbs voting on this? And I'm not even waving Ranger pom-poms for Igor Shesterkin. They suck. Take them off the list. This is a joke. It's a joke. I'm sorry. And Ben Rice has done way more than Francisco Lindor has done lately. I'm sorry. Yeah, and when you think Liberty, you think Sabrina Ionescu. You don't even think Breanna Stewart. Get lost. I got no business with Breanna Stewart on this list.
She's more popular.
If they're factoring in full career and playoff, what has Igor not done to not even be an honorable mention, let alone be on the level of Francisco Lindor?
Again, at least I'm laying down my sword with the Rangers this year. I'm willing to punt the Rangers. Brian Burns in an NFL where it's impossible to get double-digit sacks seemingly year in and year out just had an incredible year. Francisco Lindor's had a hamate bone all year. Get lost, SNY. Except for 4 to 6, please tune in to the Carton Show every day on the simulcast. 888-808-101.
Maybe as the broadcaster
of
the New York Mets.
Oh.
There's just some bias.
Okay, that's fair.
They're Met fans.
They are Met fans.
So how can you help but do? And they're Knicks fans.
Clearly they're Knicks fans. My God. Yeah, 2 Yankees on
this is not a representative sample of New York.
It can't be. It makes me
It's
want
a
to throw
representative sample of SNY, which by nature is biased because they broadcast the Mets.
Dude, I'm sorry. Josh Hart at 10 is offensive. And Josh Hart's like Josh Hart's the
we
first
love
guy.
Josh Hart. How can you not love Josh Hart?
Josh Hart. I mean, David Bednar's better than Josh Hart.
Julius Randle.
Yeah, you're right, by the way. If Julius Randle went to the Knicks, he'd be on this list. Goddamn right. Well, you're right. 888-808-1019. Will in Manhattan. Will, what's up, man?
Wow, I think you guys are absolutely nuts. Josh Hart's one of the most popular people in this city.
There's no doubt about it.
Let me tell you something. I work at a place where we service the public. If I saw Matthew Schaefer's name on a list of people waiting outside, I would not know who that was. I had no clue.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he hasn't been great at what he did.
No, but I'm a big sports fan, and I'm telling you that that's a name that doesn't resonate.
Will, the point is, though, it doesn't matter, though. It's not a popularity contest. He's better at his sport. Then why is Breanna Stewart on there?
And I love Brian Burns, okay? But he did all of that for, what were they, 4 and 13?
You know what, then? You know what, Will? I'm sorry. I know you want to get to John. I have no patience for this. Then just put 10 Knicks on the list. That's basically what you're saying. You're saying every Knick because they won a championship. Put Tyler Kolek at 9. Then.
Well, you certainly can't have Soto and Lindor on the list.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. They stink too.
Dylan Jones, number 33. He's got to be on that list.
And that's fine that you don't watch the Islanders, Matthew Schaefer. I don't even like the Islanders. But, he's one of the best players in the sport. Josh Hart is like the 78th best player in the NBA on his best day. Richie in Queens. Richie, what's up? Why am I angry about
it? I don't know why you're so pissed off about this.
They did it.
What's up, Richie? What's up, Richie?
Richie. Oh, no. Richie, usually a go-to guy here, man.
Put Richie back on hold.
All right. Yeah, well, Richie will call back. Believe me, he's got the number. Steve in upstate New York. Steve, what's up?
Hey, boys.
What's up, Steve?
Hey, Tiki. Soccer's becoming my favorite sport very quickly.
I'm telling you.
Listen, I have 3 points. I'm going to just run them off, and maybe you can get to them. The number 1 is the get-in price for the World Cup. Number 2 is get rid of the hydration break.
Yeah, terrible.
Number three, why did it take so long to move Messi to the wing when he was all bottled up in the middle for most of the game?
Right.
I mean, it was a great coach's move, but he was not open. Why did it take so long?
Yeah. So what was the first one?
About Messi being bottled up?
No, that was the last one.
World Cup get-in price.
Oh, right, the get-in price. I can't imagine what the get-in price is. I know that I have buddies who went in and got a box. It cost them over $1 million.
Oh my God!
So I mean, the get-in price has to be.
You and I have different buddies.
Looks like
it has to be. It has to be
$7,500 to get in.
Individual.
Is that much?
Yeah,
individually, which is a big number.
You ever think we'd see the day where the Knicks finals wasn't the hottest get-in price in New York this year?
No, not at all. So that's crazy. But I think we've known that for a long time. Because we talked about this with Evan with the dynamic pricing and it's only going to go up now because of the star power of Lionel Messi.
Mm-hmm.
And someone called us yesterday. I haven't verified this, but I'm going to take their word for it, that at the beginning of the World Cup, there was a poster on the side of the American Dream, and it was Lionel Messi and Lamine Yamal, who are both now playing in the World Cup final. Call it a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences, but it is what it is.
You know, when I landed past SoFi, it was Jackson Dart and Patrick Mahomes out there talking about the Super Bowls coming, so maybe that's a good sign.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's go. Let's go. Giants, Pats. Giants, Chiefs.
Let's go.
Let's go. The second thing he said
about Argentina and Messi being bottled up early. And
so Messi is he's a number 9. He's a striker. He's your forward. He's your forward attack player, and he kind of lurks in the middle of the box and just finds ways to get space and hopes for the ball to come to his foot, and then he does magic. But he stands around a lot. Like Messi at 39 years old is not tracking back to be a defensive help. He waits for the ball to get served to him, and then he goes and does his magic.
Yes.
And so earlier in the game, when England is pushing through the midfield to get possession and try to keep possession, and it's physical, like Messi's kind of a non-factor. But then England goes up 1-0 on the Anthony Gordon kick-in off the cross. And so what England then did, Thomas Tuchel, he dropped them back in a low block. That's what it's called, a low block. So everybody is like around the goal. And when you do that, meaning everybody's in the box, the space is enormous outside the box.
Right, because everything's just crammed into a small area.
Messi's too small to go directly attack through the middle of a defense like that. But if you put him on a wing, which now you can because there's so much space out there, you put him on a wing, he's going to deliver either a ridiculous shot from the wing, or he's going to feed to the center, which is what he did on the Martinez goal that was ultimately the winner, the header that was the winner. It was a perfectly placed, weighted, driven ball by Messi, and it was easy for him.
Yeah, he also did it on one of the posts that was hit by Argentina late, too. He had driven through the side, fed it across.
Right, he fed it to McAllister, and McAllister at the post. But the point is, as soon as England started playing in that low block, you just gave Messi freedom to just launch missiles into the box and hope that one of their guys got on the end of it. And that's ultimately what happened. But it was one of the worst defensive decisions that a manager can make. The decision Thomas Tuchel made was horrifically bad because they just kept getting attacked. And it's weird in soccer. Like, you can kind of feel when a team is about to concede a goal. It felt like it for like 8 minutes, like 9 minutes. And then it finally happened. And then it happened right again. So,
it's because I
can't believe it. It's a disgrace.
I don't watch, obviously, soccer through that way. So, like, obviously, I knew about that it was a collapse, and I was kind of admiring Argentina. But the way you described, like, the coaching in that spot, today, if we're doing sports radio in London, England.
You know what it is? You know what they're saying?
Yeah.
He played prevent defense.
Okay. So that would be like the equivalent of the NFL going, why did you fall into the prevent defense?
Why'd you play prevent defense?
But you allowed Mahomes to go down the field with 13 seconds left, basically, with Messi.
Get him out! Gone!
He's got a long way to go. Let's give him space. Just we'll stop him before they get to the end zone.
Is this the kind of thing that would get that kind of coach fired?
No, he's already signed on through the Euros in 2028. So he'll be there for another 2 years.
They did the same thing against Mexico, but it made more sense then because they were down a man, so they packed the box and just kind of shot it back
when
out
you're down
over and
a man,
over.
You have to do that, but also the environment was different.
Yeah.
You're in Mexico City, and you're in the 80th something minute.
Yeah, high altitude.
You're just tired.
Yeah,
and so you're not going to get this relentless attack, right? But where they played in Atlanta yesterday, and it wasn't hot.
No.
So
climate
controlled. You're getting a relentless attack.
And they
by
subbed
Argentina.
a lot of their offensive guys out, too. So once the game got tied, they didn't have the ability to go down the field and score, really.
No, they subbed in defense. And so you now lose all chance to get possession in the midfield and zero chance to go score yourself. But as you said earlier in the show, Shaun, they needed to be focused on getting goal too.
Yep.
They stopped trying.
They did.
They played prevent defense.
I think
it prevented them from winning.
I think anybody, at least in this country, maybe watch it from a different prism in Europe, that was watching that game yesterday and has followed any of the Argentina games in the World Cup, you could see that coming. You could just see it coming.
Of course. They've done it multiple times.
Multiple times. which is why, you cash in on that Fanatic Sportsbook, whatever you can. All right, when we come back, Connor is going to another doozy of a Cinco, I'm sure. Plus, I would like to get, before the end of the show, Tiki to potentially admit something about soccer is stupid. Okay?
That other thing that he said, that last caller, then he's right. The hydration break is ridiculous.
It is. It's absurd. It's absurd. But that's not what I'm talking about. Something that the last thing I need soccer to give up for me to fully be in. I'm going to explain what that is as well. Plus a Cinco. It's Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash up until 2 o'clock at the Carton Show at Fanatics Fest. Comes your way.
If you're looking to level up your wardrobe, check out Collars & Co. You might have seen them on Shark Tank where they landed a deal with Mark Cuban. They're the team behind the dress collar polo that sold over 1 million shirts, and now they've launched the Maverick Performance Blazer. And this thing is legit. Sharp, lightweight, completely wrinkle resistant. Makes it perfect for travel. You can just pack it up, and it comes out looking fresh. There's so many cool and unique styles. You can get the all navy, or you can go with the tan with the light gray checkered stripes. It's fantastic. They also come with smart features like security zip pockets, a sunglasses loop, and an optional pocket square. So hit up collarsandco.com. Use code Tiki for 20% off. That's at collarsandco.com.
And this portion of the program is sponsored by Raketina Mercedes-Benz of Edison.
Training camp is right around the corner, and nobody gets you ready for football season like WFAN.
It's a good variety of coverage.
From roster moves to quarterback questions to the biggest stories in the NFL, our experts have you covered. Get ready for Kickoff 2026 on WFAN.
Make this your summer of unforgettable drives in a Mercedes-Benz from Mercedes-Benz of Edison. Their expert team makes shopping easy and stress-free. One reason they were named the 2026 Mercedes-Benz Dealer of the Year by Cars.com. Visit Mercedes-Benz of Edison for luxury driving all summer long.
Hey, Boomer Esiason here. After years in the game, I don't guess. I go with what works. With Red Pocket Mobile, you lock in your rate and you keep it. No price creep, no sudden jumps, just straightforward pricing and premium 5G plans starting at $10 a month. Visit redpocket.com to see why more Americans are switching to better wireless without paying more. Red Pocket Mobile, your new ultimate cell carrier.
Hey, it's Shaun Morash. I had a chance to sit down with Will Ferrell, Molly Shannon, and the cast of Netflix's The Hawk. So, Molly Shannon, did it ever occur to you how much we missed you and Will together?
I like that people respond to the nostalgia because what they're feeling is real.
Yes, the nostalgia and all the feels. It's the golf comeback story for the ages. And The Hawk is now streaming on Netflix.
If you're still using a sportsbook to bet on the soccer tournament, you're getting robbed. Delete that app and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sportsbook. Trade against other fans, not the house. Polymarket, your go-to prediction market for soccer's biggest stage. Available in all 50 states. Download the Polymarket app. Use promo code BLAZE to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code BLAZE. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility apply.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. Come visit the engagement experts at London Jewelers at any one of their 6 locations.
Today's match day preview is presented by Fanatic Sportsbook. Download the Fanatic Sportsbook app today. Winning hits different here. Spain was the pre-tournament favorite at plus 450 and showed why against France with a dominant 2-0 performance. Spain's defense continues to frustrate opponents, They held a France team who scored 16 goals during this tournament to a clean sheet in their semifinal win. Spain has still only conceded 1 goal so far in the World Soccer Championship. Next up, France will play the third-place match in Miami on Saturday, and Spain will play in the final of the World Soccer Championship on Sunday in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Spain is a -145 favorite to win it all, and markets are giving them a 58% chance to lift the trophy. This has been your official Odyssey Sports Matchday preview, brought to you by Fanatic Sportsbook. Winning hits different here. Listen in ahead of each match day for the latest betting insights from Fanatic's all tournament long.
Sal Licata here for CertaPro Painters. You know, my home is a happy place, especially when my wife is satisfied. And that's not always an easy thing for me to achieve, but my friends at CertaPro Painters, they had no such problems. Big jobs or small, the good folks at CertaPro Painters are at your service. If you've been putting off a painting project, give them a call now at 1-800-GO-CERTA. That's CERTA with a C, and you'll see exactly what I mean. 1-800-GO-CERTA. Call CertaPro Painters today and get a no-nonsense free estimate on a professional job that you'll be happy with for years to come.
Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com.
Enjoy the excitement of the World Soccer Championship with Schweppes Ginger Ale. Crisp, refreshing, and full of classic flavor. Schweppes is the perfect companion for every match and game-winning goal. Pick up the iconic taste of Schweppes Ginger Ale at your local ShopRite to make every match a win.
Take the guesswork out of cooking, folks. The Chef IQ Sense is a must-have wireless cooking thermometer that eliminates under or over cooking chicken, fish, or steak. Order the newly released 3rd-generation Chef IQ Sense at chefiq.com. That's chefiq.com.
The savings are here! The savings are here!
Happy birthday, America!
It's America's 250th birthday.
We're celebrating all month long at Nielsen Dodge
by giving you freedom of choice. Save up to $250 off service. Save up to $250 off accessories.
with leases for $250 or under.
You'll start feeling the vibes the minute you arrive. Fun is in the driver's seat.
Lisa new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited 4x4. Just $250 a month. Yes, just $250 a month.
There's always zero down payment. The credit help you need. More savings with your trade-in.
And of course, great deals. For leases $250 or under, hurry to Route 10 in East Hanover. Online at nielsendodge.com.
At Nielsen Dodge.
Fun is in the driver's seat.
Make this the summer event. With approval, term 24 months, due at sign, 6343, add tax tag and DMV fees. See dealer for details.
We've all been there. You pop into the shop for 5 minutes and all of a sudden you've forgotten where you parked.
Car.
Unfortunately, that lost feeling is what it's like trying to manage your policy with other insurers.
Here, car. Come out, wherever you are. Please.
With Geico, you can use the app to easily manage all your policies in one place.
Did this parking lot have a waterfall?
I think you've wandered too far, mate.
It feels good to find what you're looking for. It feels good to Geico.
This is Mary at the Department of Rejected Dreams. If you had a dream rejected, IKEA can make it possible.
Hi, I've been dreaming of having an epic college setup.
But your college budget is less than epic.
Way less.
Well, with IKEA, you can get everything you need for college, from bedding to storage and decor, all at a great price.
That's good economics.
Sounds like someone just found their major.
Visit IKEA in-store or at ikea.us to get ready for college. IKEA, dream the possibilities.
As the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026, Bank of America knows how much hard work it takes to achieve a dream. So when it comes to owning a home, we're here to help. Get guidance and resources to buy a home you love, including up to $17,500 in select markets when combining down payment and closing cost grants. Visit BofA.com/home team. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America N.A. Equal Housing Lender. Credit and collateral is subject to approval. Restrictions apply. This is not a commitment to lend.
They call him the Hawk, the greatest golfer in the world. Today, he's struggling on the back nine of his career. His body says retire, but his heart says he's not done yet. This summer, a legend returns. Will Ferrell is Lottie the Hawk Hawkins in The Hawk, a new comedy series now streaming only on Netflix.
Living in the city that never sleeps, you need a powerful home connection that keeps pace with your midnight grind. Keep your connection as legendary as the city itself. If you're a Verizon mobile customer, switch to Fios Home Internet and get reliable 100% fiber optic speed for just $20 a month. It's high-speed fiber dependability for less than a week of subway rides. Visit Verizon.com and switch today. Availability varies for new Fios customers with auto-pay, Mobile Plus Home, and bonus discount. Enrollment required. One offer per eligible account. Additional terms apply. Limited time offer.
The Mets are making noise in Queens. What's your take on the Amazings? Call us now at 888-808-1019. The WFAN phone line is powered by Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus presents the biggest summer in UFC history.
What noise are the Mets making in Queens this year?
What are we talking about?
I'm going to have to update that rejoin.
Yeah, they're going to have to. Zach, are you out there? Zach, we need some help. 888-808-1019. Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash. The Fan Focus is presented by Chef IQ. Watch the game, not the grill. Get your gear at chefiq.com. Apollo Global Management has negotiated a $3 billion financing package with the New York Yankees. The money is meant to be for a mix of debt payoff and equity. I know there's some kind of like mixed stories reading into this. Does this mean ownership might be looking to sell? Like, I don't know what the future is with the Steinbrenners. Tiki, you might be better equipped to answer a question like this, but it feels like this is to pay off some debt the Yankees have?
Yeah, I mean, remember it's two beginning of seasons ago when Hal Steinbrenner was talking about a whole host of things, but one of the things that when the criticism about not spending to get, I forget whoever the player was, he referenced this. He said, well, we have this and this and this.
And debt, how much we owe the city.
And a debt payoff and how much we owe. And people heard that and they just kind of like, oh, whatever. Doesn't matter. Your expenses don't matter. Look how much money you're making and look at the value of your business, of the Yankees. And he's right. And really the Yankees group, the sports group, because they own part of a soccer team and some other stuff as well. But there are debt obligations that you have to be responsible for. And when cash is not plentiful, you're going to incur more debt in order to pay off the existing loans. And so I feel like this was a way to take some risk off the table for them and give them some operating cash. And so what does that mean? What do they use it for? I don't know. But it's not a bad thing because the value of the business is so big. It's not quite half, but it's like a third of it.
Hey, listen, whatever. More money influx to the Yankees, if that helps fix anything, that's just the way I'm looking. I don't know how this could be a negative at all.
I don't think it is.
All right, Connor, let's eat.
Shaun Morash in the booth. Somebody hide the castle. Optics flying, phones ringing, Evans yelling, no! Tiki's laughing, chaos cracking, nobody's in control. It's Cinco de Luncho. Bam! Crunch! Let's go!
Let's go. It feels like just yesterday we were having trial runs for what song was going to stick. Man, that song, what a keeper it's become here on the Midday Show.
Yes.
Cinco de Luncho is brought to you. It's brought to you by Helix Wireless, connecting everything everywhere. Connor Green, what do we got?
So, in honor of Thomas Tuchel making the mistake to, as I learned the term they parked the bus too early in that game.
All right.
Which got, of course, the British guys a little bit upset.
It's a disgrace!
It's a disgrace, mate. So, in honor of that, the top 5 worst coaching decisions that I can remember in sports.
Oh,
I like this list.
All right, here we go.
Here we go!
Number 5.
Number 5, Lendale White getting the handoff on 4th and 2 in the Rose Bowl instead of Reggie Bush, which would lead later to this.
4th and 5, the national championship on the line right here. He's going for the corner. He's got it. Vince Young scores.
They don't convert on the 4th and 2. Vince Young goes down the field with Texas. 4th and 5, runs it in, wins the Rose Bowl. I remember that was like a big deal. I remember back in the day.
Is he still coaching, Vince Young? Didn't he go be a coach?
I think he did somewhere.
Yeah, because that was like he became an iconic player after that play.
But he did.
And in like the 4th and 5, if it's 4th and 1, I get it. Give it to your big back. But it's 4th and 5. You need somebody who can be creative.
It was 4th and 2.
4th and 2. 4th and 2. Whatever. 4th and more than 1. Give it to Reggie Bush.
And Lendale White out-touched Reggie Bush in that game in the backfield. He had 20 carries. Bush had 13. And Bush was one of the best college football running backs I could ever remember.
He was incredible.
All right, here we go.
I can't find anything on his coaching right now.
Number 4.
Grady Little leaving Pedro Martinez out for the 8th inning in Game 7 of the 2003 ALCS at 100 pitches.
Iconic.
And later, this would happen.
A flare into center field. Out as Walker won't get it. The base running of Matsui. He comes home. Nobody covers second. Tie game.
Yankees, of course, tie the game. Aaron Boone with the home run in extras to win it.
Yeah.
But I remember that was a huge deal. Leave him in a little longer, Grady. And nowadays, you would almost never see
He would have even been
at
out
100 pitches.
an inning earlier. What's great about that, I never realized on that call, what does that mean by Joe Buck? The base running of Matsui. He was slow as heck.
And he really got home like he should have gotten home.
Yes, of course. All right, go on.
Here we go.
Number 3.
So number 3, a little bit of a two-parter, both New York sports related. So the first part of number 3 is the Giants running a quarterback sneak on 3rd and 9.
Interesting formation. I mean, really, you're at the 4-yard line, and you don't feel comfortable enough in your offense to be able to run a traditional play. I mean, I get the first one when you've put yourself kind of backed up inside the 1-yard line.
I mean, this is sad.
I mean, that is just a complete lack of confidence in faith of your offense to be able to execute.
And that's one Joe Judge could just never recover from.
That was it.
He sunk his coaching career with that, at least in an NFL level.
You can do whatever you want there. The one thing
he's an assistant now, right?
With Ole Miss.
Yeah.
College. He went back to college.
Right. By the way, I was thinking of T. Martin.
Oh, right.
T. Martin became a coach.
Yes.
Not Vince.
An offensive coordinator, I believe, yes.
Giants there 3rd and 9. At least try to run the ball, see what happens.
Well, they did try to run the ball.
They did, technically, I guess.
No, that was...
We tried to pass the ball.
That's about as bad as coach decision you can get.
That was conceding.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
No, I think that was an FU to Dave Gettleman up in a box on his little retirement party to go, you stuck me with this problem. I'm going to embarrass you up there. And he embarrassed himself in the process.
And the second part of number 3, Nestor Cortez coming in Game 1 of the World Series.
What do you mean, the second part?
So it's a two-parter.
No, they're different sports. You can't do that.
Well, I said that's New York related, so it's 2 parts for number 3.
What?
Both from New York teams.
No, you're doing,
a
number
6.
Seste de Luncho. You're doing 6.
You eliminate 1.
All right, want to go number 2 then?
Yes.
All right, let's go to number 2.
Number 2.
Get lost with that guy.
Connor.
I was trying to do a
Trying to
two-part
be
number
sneaky.
3. I'm being a little cheeky.
No
as I
way.
learned from the blokes in England, being a little cheeky.
Cheeky.
Number 2, manager John McNamara leaving Bill Buckner at first base in Game 6 of the 1986 World Series.
Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
They had used a defensive replacement at first base in a lot of their games that year. He left him in there. I believe the story is that he wanted him to be out there to celebrate the World Series.
That's famously known, yes.
Leaves him in.
Hard to celebrate a World Series you won't win because you've made that mistake.
I do think he gets a little bit too much blame, though, because the game was tied at that point. They could have also won Game 7.
There's a backstory. Look at me tying everything back to the Giants. To show you that, do you know the famous Brandon Jacobs, Reuben Drones story from Super Bowl 42?
No.
So every kneel down play, Reuben Drones would be like the protector in case the ball got fumbled. So the Giants went to put Brandon Jacobs in to win the Super Bowl, and Jacobs said, "No, it's not how the play was run. We've run this. Though Drones deserves to be out there."
Oh, right.
And Brandon
Jacobs.
Jacobs,
because we talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
Like with the Knicks, who were the final 5 on the court?
Final 5 on the court, exactly. And that was one of those scenarios. Brandon Jacobs did not care about being on the 5. He put Drones back and said, "No, this is your time.
Right.
This is the play you
By
have."
the way, Brandon Jacobs, who is massive, 6'5", like 260. How is he going to get down on a fumble?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
You want your small, stout running back right there.
Exactly.
And here we go.
Number 1.
The Seahawks not giving the ball to Marshawn Lynch on the goal line in the
obvious.
Super Bowl.
That's obvious.
Yeah. Play clock at 5. Pass is intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler. Unreal.
Gotta be, I think, the worst coaching decision probably in the history of sports. There's no way he doesn't get in there.
It is the worst coaching decision, but it's also one of the examples of great coaching in NFL history.
Yeah.
Because have you seen like the practice videos?
They practiced that play.
And he intercepted it.
Yes.
In practice.
In practice. Exactly.
So
they knew it was coming.
They knew it was coming. Now, how they knew it was coming?
Well, this technology, Tiki. Could you imagine if Bill Belichick was coaching when drones were around? I mean, my God. So, all right, Connor, good list. Couple
All right, tell us the one tell us the one you left out.
Yeah, go
Nestor Cortez coming in Game 1 of 2024 World Series, giving up the home run to Freddie Freeman.
Do we have to hear
Cortez delivers.
We got to hear this?
Freeman hits the ball to right field. She is gone.
Joe Davis had no biases at all.
Gibby, meet Freddie. Game 1 of the World Series.
You know, know what? Screw Joe Davis. The more I listen back to
Yeah,
that.
but you know what?
And here's the LOL Mets thing this year,
It was
too.
a walk-off, so you kind of got to give the energy that it deserved.
But he does the Gibby meet. You know, that's
The
all
reason
it did.
that one should be on the list.
Of course.
Because we know what Aaron Boone was thinking in that time.
And it changed the entire outcome of the series.
Like, he was, I don't know if Nestor was ready, so I had Tim Hill up too.
Mhm.
Well, if you don't know Nestor's ready, he's not.
There's two others.
And he had never pitched in relief up to that point.
Yeah.
He hadn't pitched, I don't think, in 2 months going
Right.
into that game.
You're right about that.
But he kind of is a ground ball pitcher.
He is, but he hadn't had the reps out of the bullpen yet
No.
to put him in that spot when you had a dominant guy in Tim Hill that was getting left-handers.
Right.
You know, it just, again, that had to be done. The two for me, Connor, that I think have every right to be New York sports related. Number one, you bring up Grady Little and Pedro. I mean, that's effectively what happened to the Mets in the 2015 series with Matt Harvey.
Right.
When when Terry Collins left him in there,
Right.
and then of course that implosion. And then the other one, which for me in my lifetime, you're saying I'm 39. What's the one New York sports coaching decision that you cannot let go of in your mind to this day? It's Joe Torre not pulling Jabba Chamberlain off the field with the midges.
Yeah, that's a great one.
He let Jabba Chamberlain just implode in a playoff game in Cleveland. They end up losing the series, and it was just pull him off the field. Dude.
Right.
This is an act of God. There are 7 million bugs swarming your pitcher, and you're bringing spray out, and he can't shake it. It's like a rain delay. Pull him off the field.
Yeah.
And Torre has since admitted he should have. So to me, that's the one for me that sticks to me. But I guess as time goes on, probably Nestor Cortez and Boone, we bring it up enough. It's just still so new. I don't think it sits with me.
Because it's going to be the example that we use to criticize Aaron Boone.
You're right.
In a World Series, like championship level moment.
I without a
And
doubt.
how did the umps not stop that game? You got a little rain and they stopped the game. The bugs were swarming the field to the point that they were crawling all over guys' faces.
What are you going to do?
This is where I give the umps actually a pass on this, Connor. It's so easy to say things in retrospect, but there are times in life, and this is sports in life, where something happens that's never happened before. Right? I mean, we don't know when it's coming until it comes, and you go, wow, I wasn't prepared for that.
Right.
I can't ask a major league umpire who's used to pulling a tarp on the field for rain to go, there's bugs, because it's easy to go, there's bugs, deal with it, knock them off. What
Right.
are you doing? It's up to the manager to look and go, we're losing a playoff game because bugs have swarmed the field. I have to control my team. And if you want to make us forfeit the game because I'm pulling off the field, well, then we have a bigger story on our hands. But that was up to Joe Torre to control. I can't blame the umpires for that. But either way, good list, Connor.
Thank you.
Much
Very
better
well
than, Bingo Derby or
Open toe derby.
Shoe derby.
You know what, Sean?
What?
Connor is making your job so much harder.
Because of Cinco?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Don't put this pressure
Got a
on
little
me.
audio in there.
How about
today.
I'm making Evan's job harder? How about that?
That too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, Sean. You're making Evans'
That's
job
right. You see how I
harder.
flipped the script on that?
You're right.
You're damn right I did. Now, right before we get back to your calls.
But the audio is kind of a nice little
I know.
touch.
Full disclosure, I am going. Connor is not, although Connor will be back here at the controls. Connor's not going to do Cinco tomorrow. I'm going to return to Cinco because we're in front of a live audience.
Also, I think you should work with Connor and
Well,
have some audio.
Here's the thing. I think when you're in front of a live audience, the audio can get a little clunky.
Yeah, that's true.
It can get a little clunky.
Yeah.
So don't expect audio tomorrow. I will try to put on a show. Spoiler alert, it might be very Fanatics Fest related. So we take care of that. But either way, we will do that. Now, we're going to get back to your calls in just a second. But Tiki, I did tease this. Soccer.
Yes.
Obviously, I've been engaged with the World Cup. I've liked things. I haven't liked things. There is one thing I need you to admit to me is stupid.
Okay. Other than the hydration break.
Other than the hydration break. Because that's more, put it this way, the hydration break. That's going to come and go. That's for this World Cup.
We as soccer purists, we hope it comes and goes.
And I actually like not having the I agree with you. I think they should get rid of it because I like the idea of like it's a will of endurance.
Yeah, this is something that's special to this World Cup, just like the 30-minute halftime.
Yeah.
In the World Cup, which is egregiously long.
It's absolutely insane. So for me, it's something that always gets mentioned, something gets laughed about, but it's just stupid. And if people in Europe could just realize how stupid it is, we could all come to grips and be unanimous in the world on this.
Maybe not just Europe, in
the world. Argentina,
in the world,
yeah.
South America.
It's the clock
Asia.
thing, Tiki.
What about the clock thing?
All right, listen. I'll live with counting up. I'll live with the 90-minute game and doing this.
Mm-hmm.
The extra time stuff.
Why does this bother you so much?
Because yesterday is another example. When we go to the +9 thing.
Yes. And it actually was +10.5.
And then it ended up being +10.5 because then you have the stoppage time within stoppage time. This is why it bothers me. Because it's stupid.
It's not.
Just put on a clock that says 9:37. Don't leave me up there guessing with a plus symbol. I'm even willing for you to count up again and just tell me we have to get to this.
I'll defend this,
right.
Shaun, because it creates an angst in everybody who's watching. And I honestly believe, and I never played soccer at a high level. I was 8, 7, 8 when I was playing soccer. But it gives you this angst as a fan and as a player. So if you're winning, you're like, just end, and it starts getting intense. And as a player who's winning or that's losing, the intensity gets really high. You're lobbing all these balls into the box.
You're throwing bombs at that point.
It's like it's an opportunity for multiple Hail Marys over and over and over and over and over again. And so you don't know what's going to happen, and something dramatic can always happen. Like one of the issues with my team last year, Liverpool, who finished 5th in the Premier League. This is a year after they won the Premier League. Is that they conceded, I want to say, at least 6 times a stoppage time, last like 2 or 3 minutes of the game, goals that either led to a draw or led them losing games. And so I sit and I look at the season and I'm like, man, we could have finished in the top 2 or 3. Instead, we finished 5th because in those critical moments they conceded. And so
Look, okay, I get that, and angst is definitely what I feel. Mm-hmm. I know I feel that because I'm sitting there, but my angst turns to anger and annoyance. Where it's just like, can you just tick a clock instead of the plus symbol? I would argue though the angst is there anyway in extra time. Just don't throw a plus symbol and a 9. Just clock. Why? Because if you're looking at a clock that's only 9 minutes left and it's extra time, and then it's 8 minutes of it, 7 or whatever, you're not going to have the same angst as a plus symbol. It's not eclectically pleasing either. Look, and I get it. It's the sport's been around forever. I don't think any sport is perfect, right? Like the NFL has problems. Baseball with the extra man. All I'm saying is I just think this is a flaw in soccer. I do. I think it's an unnecessary flaw where you could have that angst and all of that with the clock.
But it also can lead to like these amazing moments. This happened, I want to say 4 years ago for Liverpool. So it was the last minute. The game was drawn. It was going to end up in a disappointing draw for Liverpool. And I forget who they were playing, but the goalie. So they get a corner kick. It's the last play. It's like the 95th minute or something like that. It's the last play of the game. The goalie, Allison, comes all the way up, runs all the way up to the front of the pitch, to the offensive side of the pitch. They lob it in, and the goalie heads in the winner.
That's crazy.
And it's the last play of the game. And it was so dramatic. It was like you're jumping out of your seat.
You know what?
You know what I mean?
You know what? You hit on something else that I forgot was part of my point when I watched yesterday. I think the other thing is...
It was against West Brom.
So as a consumer, when I'm on the couch, I think my other issue is there's a lack of trust for me there because it feels like every one of these games when they end in extra time, you're getting that like angst and the bombs and all of that. But it always feels like it's the moment the other team then just like possesses the ball, kicks away, you hear the whistle blow. And I kind of get the sense, and I'm not telling you this is happening, but it's like, all right, now the other team's got it. Now we're done here. And I don't trust that. Like, I trust when I see a clock go 0-0-0.
Right.
I don't have a trust as a fan that like, how do I know there's not like 9 more seconds left? Be like, now they're not going to get the ball back. Let's just blow the whistle. I don't know. To me, it's just unnecessary. The angst can be created with the clock. I don't need a plus symbol and a number. That's it. That's where I'm at. But Tiki's not going to... Connor, break the tie?
I like the running clock.
Forget it.
I think it's great.
No, the running clock is fun, but what about the extra time?
I like that too. Well, that's why there has to be the extra time, because you got the running clock.
No.
It keeps it flowing. But it's a beautiful game.
Okay, but it's not like you start the game and the clock says plus 90.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why, when we get to extra time, like, can't we just do the clock the same way? Why?
Oh, you want to see like the actual time?
That's all I'm asking for in extra time.
That's
in
fair.
Extra time. That's all. I'm fine with counting up. I've conceded. I get it. That.
I think because it's just sort of an estimation. Because it's the beautiful game. They're just taking a guess.
I'm done estimating. Ralph in Manhattan. Ralph, what's up?
Is it not ironic, Shaun Tiki, that it took soccer, that weirdo game soccer, I'm saying it, you don't have to say it,
Go ahead.
That it took soccer to unite the Europeans and the Americans on one common page. And that's something that can't be denied. Even myself as a soccer, I guess I'm not really into it. I wish I was. And here's the one thing Tiki, Shaun, that pales in comparison to these two sports I'm going to list for you. Hockey and lacrosse, right?
Right.
Most of the game is played around the goal. You have an aspect of the game being played around the goal strategically, where, as in soccer, midfield is where all the action takes place. It's running back and forth, whereas hockey, you have shots on goal, you have exciting play in front of the net. Well, you do not have that in soccer, and that's where it loses me.
Well, I think,
Thanks,
Ralph, what the hard part about it, if you're not an avid soccer watcher, is you don't see the value of it.
Yeah.
Right? The game is won and lost in the midfield, because that's where possession is. If you can possess or unstable a defense or get someone out of position.
Yeah, when they shoot loose and they get through, that's
100%. It creates like these massive opportunities, but you got to set it up. It's not like hockey where you're setting it up so fast.
Right.
So you can get a shot on goal.
And it comes back the other way so fast.
100%. But in soccer, like the midfield is where you win and lose. And honestly, it's why Spain beat France.
Yes.
France had a superior attacking group. The four at front there are the best in the world on paper. But their midfield is weak. Is weaker than it was. And Spain dominated them in the midfield. They couldn't get possession, and therefore Mbappe and Doué and all those and Dembele, they couldn't get opportunities to score.
Right.
And so, like, you just have to learn to appreciate the little nuance of soccer. And once you understand it, and you can see it, like, instead of just knowing it, and you can see what's happening.
See how it could develop.
100%.
Yeah,
it creates this. I don't know. It creates this amazing, like, flow. Spain's winning goal against our second goal against France. It was so majestic. Like, they played the ball back. They played it in the middle. They kept keeping it away. France is running around chasing them, and all of a sudden you get this service into the middle. You get a one touch. This guy who serviced it comes sprinting through. He's wide open, onside, scores the game winning goal, and it's just like, man, that was beautiful. Like, when you rewatch it, you're like, that was amazing. How Spain just put that together.
You know what I've got more of an appreciation for in soccer, though, in all seriousness? Like, you're talking about the midfield game. When I talk to you about, like, the goalie saves and everything, what I've gotten more of an appreciation for is in soccer, the play in front of the net is really thrilling when you get there.
It is. But by the way, Jordan Pickford, who was the goalie for England, Argentina could have won this game like 4-1.
Yeah, he made great plays.
He made a ton of saves.
But what makes it more thrilling, what's finally clicked for me, I think probably more so in this World Cup than anything, is because of the closing nature of the defensive caps, every shot is effectively rushed.
Right.
And I think that angst, we'll use the word angst for soccer here, there's a lot of, you better get this off. And that is why, for a long time, I spent 20 years of my fat, pathetic life going, how is the net so big and the goalie's so small and yet there's not goals? It's because of the closing nature of the gap. Like, your shots are all hurried. It is hard to get a clean, perfect shot. And I think I've gotten an appreciation for the excitement of that in front of the net.
Right.
If only the Americans are more excited. One more real quickly. Victor in Sacramento. Victor, what's up?
Hey, Victor.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Real quick, Tiki, 20 years ago, Dad surprised me. Giants training camp, a line of 50 people plus 90-plus degree weather. You signed my Tiki Barber jersey.
Oh, I love it.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're very welcome, man.
Just a couple of quick points, and I apologize, a little delayed draft talk. So, Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs. All three top 10 draft picks, all three NFC East teams.
Right.
Now, we usually see this with quarterbacks, Alabama, Ohio State. Do you guys ever wonder, or do you guys ever think that, you get worried about blue chip programs and too many pieces coming from one team, and it's like, are they really that good, or do they just have that much talent around them? And then my second point real quick.
Yeah, it's a good question, Victor. Go ahead.
I was so my eyes got widened when I saw him still available at 10. However, with the offensive line the last decade plus, totally understand the pick. But when I think about, some of them, some experts, quote unquote, compared them to Ed Reed, Troy Polamalu, my personal favorite, Cam Chancellor.
Yep.
But, do you guys think of safeties as a luxury piece, like how people view running backs sometimes on offense? Because you name those
good
guys,
question.
and it's not like they weren't playing with scrubs. And I feel like the talent around them allows them to be more riskier, more of a playmaker. Thanks, guys. Have a good
Victor.
one.
Yeah, it does in a sense. And when you think about some of these guys, safeties they're a weird group because they're impactful, but it's hard to value them. Like, safeties have had a hard time getting paid. Like, what's the number? Like, are you paying him like a top end cornerback? Or are you paying him $20-something million a year? Like, what are you paying him?
I agree.
And I feel like it's just like the running back in a sense. Whereas if you have one of those guys who is great, you pay him.
You pay him, right?
Like the Saquon Barkley, he's great. Now maybe the Eagles, they probably did overpay him because they didn't have to after he won the Super Bowl, helped them win the Super Bowl and rushed for 2,000 yards that year. They upped his contract from whatever it was, 12 or 13 million to 20.
To 20,
to 20 million. So it's probably an overpay, but you need a guy like that. Like from a safety standpoint, the most recent one was it
McKinney?
Winfield, Antoine Winfield. Right, two years ago, I believe it was. He was like, what's his value? You know he's hugely important to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but what do you pay him? And they finally ended up paying him a huge contract. I forget the exact number on it, but it was like he was a standalone.
Yes.
And now maybe that sets the market to that guy who you have that's impactful like that. So could Caleb Downs become that? Sure.
Yes.
But he could also just be a regular good safety.
Exactly. And there's room for that, but then it's just a matter of, are you feel disrespected by the team that drafted you for not overpaying you?
Right. Now, to his point about Ohio State, you're talking about Ohio State.
Yeah, with Reese Downs and, of course, Sonny Styles.
Sonny Styles. Like, all those guys, first of all, they were all great players, so it wasn't a surprise that they won a national championship 2 seasons ago. With that being said, it's harder to get those guys apart because if you have a choice, and this is as a incoming freshman or as a transfer, you're going to go where there's other great players.
Yes.
Because exactly what happened at Ohio State is going to happen. Like, you're going to be great. Your team is going to be on national television, playing in the college football playoff. You're going to get viewed as an elite player, and collectively, you'll all get like
that's it.
It rises the whole.
Everybody's value goes up.
Everybody's value goes up, and then you get 3 first-rounders.
Yes.
And so, I think you're going to start seeing that more and more. And so the better, bigger teams are going to have better players.
Yeah, they're going to have top head.
Therefore, they're going to be competing in the college football playoff more often and likely get drafted in the first round.
Yeah. To that point, though, I think you're right. All those guys got value. I have a hard time thinking Styles, Downs, and Reese's talent. They all wouldn't have been first rounders.
But if they were playing it like, I don't know, Virginia.
Yeah.
Right? If Sonny Styles is at Virginia, he stands out greater at Virginia, but the team is good.
The team's not as good.
And so
but
are you paying as close of attention to him?
I mean, all right, but I think great's great. Like Khalil Mack went to Buffalo and was a top 5 pick.
It feels like it was a different era.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There's a different era of
I know
this
what
game.
you mean. I know what you mean. But either way, that's going to be the trend. All right, when we come back, I still have to get to my big dumb argument. Day number 4. Plus plenty more. All right, it's Evan and Tiki. I'm laughing even at the idea that I've done this now for the 4th straight day. Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash on The Fan.
Tiki Barber here. When you think soccer, we were just talking about it. Extra time is fantastic. You should see how fans react to extra time. Oh, you can with the New Jersey Institute of Technology's new technology system that measures all things World Cup. The New Jersey Institute of Technology is helping to turn up the power on tech. NJIT's Martin Tuckman School of Management has developed a digital dashboard for tracking fan sentiment and offering info on all things World Cup. What are the hashtags that are going on too? Tuchel stinks, etc. You can add to that energy as well by checking it out at njit-worldcup.com. Again, that's njit-worldcup.com. We got a 3rd place game coming up on Saturday and the World Cup final between Argentina and Spain on Sunday.
And this Odyssey Sports Minute is brought to you by the New Jersey Division of Highway Traffic Safety.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
The second half of the Major League Baseball season begins tonight, and the team that I'm looking at to win the World Series is one of the teams in action, and it's not the New York Mets. It's the Philadelphia Phillies. Philly made a huge move earlier this season, firing manager Rob Thompson. Don Mattingly now in charge. This Philly core has been so close to getting over the hump. I feel like a new manager will get them there come October. I'm Nick Costos.
Talk sports with Craig Carton and Chris McMonagle on The Carton Show. Afternoons from 2 to 7 on WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
David is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Nice to meet you. My name is David. I've been a pharmacist for 44 years, and I'm from Flowery Branch, Georgia. When I first started taking Prevagen, I noticed stuff just seemed to come together and fit like a jigsaw puzzle. When I have customers come in, I recommend Prevagen. Number one, because it's safe and effective, does not require a prescription, and I've been taking it quite a while myself, and I know it works. I wouldn't recommend something like Prevagen if I didn't think it was worth it because it works so good for me. And I love it when the customers come back in and tell me, David, that really worked so good. Makes my day.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
Oh, hey, Sarah. Did you hear my daughter Katie got Camper of the Week?
That's a big deal.
We got a big deal too, right, Mom?
Honey, shh.
What's that?
Okay, that Hyundai Santa Fe, I only paid.
Nice.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days, or 1.9% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Tucson, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Hurry, offer ends August 3rd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Orgavadazona? Is that a word? Well, if you're driving the 2026 Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid, it might as well be. Because one minute you're winding through Oregon's scenic highways, and the next you're breezing across Nevada's sun-baked deserts, then cruising through Arizona's canyons. Thanks to the Sportage Hybrid's turbocharged engine and hybrid efficiency, you can stop less, so you can focus on what matters most, collecting memories and expanding your vocabulary. And with 232 horsepower, you'll always be ready to keep the adventure going. So go ahead and discover new routes, and maybe even new words. The next one might be Maine, New York, Kentucky. Who knows? Test drive the 2026 Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid at your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Some features may vary.
Multi-car accident at East Tremont and the Cross Bronx? It's no accident that people call Shulman and Hill Injury Lawyers first. No one fights harder for New York. Every borough, every block. Shulman and Hill. We are New York. Get a free case review. Search Shulman and Hill Injury Lawyers.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WebNow1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
Our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire, nobody.
Hi, I'm Patty, founder of Awesome Tex. I started with a big idea to give old clothes a new life by turning them into recycled fibers and threads. Everyone told me that this was going to be impossible. But Chase for Business believed in me. They gave me a lot of guidance from the beginning.
Get financial guidance from bankers in the New York community and convenient digital tools all in one place. Learn more at chaseforbusiness.com. Make more of what's yours. Real customers compensated. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Summer's heating up and pest season is officially here. Mosquitoes, ticks, ants, and wildlife are becoming more active across the greater New York area as summer temperatures rise. Enjoy your summer, not the pests. JP McHale Pest Management helps protect your home, family, pets, employees, and customers all summer long. With local offices around the tri-state area, their local experts are ready with seasonal residential savings and free commercial inspections. Visit nopests.com. That's NOPESTS.com. JP McHale Pest Management, not just good, guaranteed.
Hey Yankees fans, gather a group of 10 or more and take advantage of our 2026 Yankees group ticket specials. Whether you're getting together with family and friends, organizing a fundraiser, or entertaining clients, your group will love bonding over the Bronx Bombers. Start planning your 2026 group outings today. Log on to Yankees.com/groups. Call 212-YANKEES or email us at groups@Yankees.com. That's 2026 group tickets. Call 212-YANKEES or visit Yankees.com/groups today.
If you're still using a sportsbook to bet on the soccer tournament, you're getting robbed. Delete that app and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sportsbook. Trade against other fans, not the house. Polymarket, your go-to prediction market for soccer's biggest stage. Available in all 50 states. Download the Polymarket app. Use promo code BLAZE to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code BLAZE. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility apply.
Hey, Boomer Esiason here. You know, in the game, you always need a backup plan, and your phone is no different. A second line from Red Pocket Mobile is perfect for side gigs, keeping your work and personal numbers separate, and just staying connected without the big carrier price tag. Starting at just $10 a month, you get your choice of 3 major 5G networks with no contracts or credit checks. Red Pocket Mobile, your new ultimate cell carrier.
Gang Green fans, are the Jets ready to take the next step? Let us know what you think at 888-808-1019. The WFAN phone line is powered by Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus presents the biggest summer in UFC history.
Shaun Morash on the Fan, 2 o'clock, The Carton Show with Big Mac will come your way live from Fanatics Fest. The set looks incredible. Little bodega-type feel. Look for that on the lower level. Tiki and I will be down there tomorrow. If you're dealing with the smoke and everything, smoke is dangerous. Don't breathe it in. How about this? Our guys over at Island Wide Weather. Tiki, does this mean anything to you? They're trying to figure this out. I don't know what this means. I wish I could tell you what the smoke on the satellite looks like, but the GOES-19 satellite remains down. It's not a great situation as of 5 o'clock, I guess, yesterday, but an anomaly in non-transmitting data. So I guess whatever satellite is tracking this smoke plume down here is down and not transmitting data.
Huh.
So we can't get like up-to-date
Interesting
coverage. Is that weird?
Yeah, kind of. I don't know what that satellite is, but that's, I mean, it's just, is it because of the smoke they can't see it?
Or is it because of aliens?
Stop.
I can't stay 4. I had to get that in.
That is not alien related.
I don't know if it's smoke related. Either way, that's scary.
That is a little bit scary.
Yeah, and don't try to be a hero. Like, let me go out for a jog. Tiki will be doing 8 miles in this later. Don't go out for a jog. Like, it is heavy stuff to breathe. I know
it's bad for you.
It's terrible for you. You don't want to be in one of these commercials that plays on WFAN in 20 years where it was, were you outside running in that smoke?
Were you a victim of wildfire smoke?
Exactly. Yeah. We're gonna help us sue Ontario for that fire going. All right, 888-808-1019. Now, I have this big dumb argument all week because I think there's no such thing as a dumb argument in All-Star Week. But here's my big dumb argument, baseball style, for day number 4 of this week, Tiki Barber. Here we go.
Let's hear it.
I think there's a real possibility that David Stearns wins a World Series as a Met president before Brian Cashman wins another as the Yankees GM.
Come on.
Now, hear me out. Again.
There's no chance that's happening.
All right, hear me out. I don't know definitively this will happen because, of course, the Mets are the Mets, no offense. But Brian Cashman at some point is going to, I'm going to say retire.
Okay.
He's going to retire. Like, he's getting older. I don't know when that's going to be. Is that 5 years from now? Is that 1 or 2 years from now? But there is a chance that whether there's a lockout next year, the Yankees come up shorthanded this year. Judge kind of runs out of time, and Cashman just doesn't have the team in the right position to win a World Series. What I heard from Steve Cohen 2 weeks ago, I guess now, was that they plan on having David Stearns play out the length of his contract.
Yep.
I imagine that Steve Cohen is not going to sit by and stand for not spending any more money because they're going to have to buy their way back into some of this. And like we've seen with the Mets 2 years ago, anything's possible.
Yeah,
So, big dumb argument. Do you think it's possible?
Well, the reason I have doubts is because when I look at what David Stearns' track record is, yes, they'll spend money, but are they going to spend it the right way? Right? Are they going to bring in the right players? And is he going to be limited in his own mind from spending money on, again, the right player, put that in quotes, because he doesn't want to give that player that long-term contract that they all desire.
Okay.
And so I guess if depending on what the CBA turns out to look like, perhaps it makes it easier for him to do that because there's restraints, there's limits, like, and not restraints necessarily on him, but restraints on everybody else. On the league and the Dodgers, for instance. Yeah. And so the Dodgers aren't taking every free agent. They're not stealing an Edwin Diaz type. Just to use as an example. And he's able to build a competitive team that competes. So
well, that's true. And think about that part of it.
That's really the only way I can see this happening is if the CBA, the cap, and the floor get rejected by the players and they come back and play baseball, and it's kind of similar to what it is now.
Yeah, exactly. Because the caveat, too, if there ever was a cap, which we could argue whether there will be or won't be, is it almost feels like the Dodgers would be even more so than the Mets, Yankees, Cubs, whatever, punished immediately, where you're not showing how much more the Dodgers could add, because they would probably be already the grandfather and where like you're kind of up against it.
Right, with the players that they have already.
Right, whatever that number might be, whereas, the Mets and Yankees would have wiggle room. So, look, if you care to chime in, if that's your positive outlook on the Mets, there's two parts of it. It's trusting Brian Cashman to actually win one with the Yankees, whereas the Mets, at least that Steve Cohen, you would think, could dip into his pocket. The question is whether David Stearns would be there by the time that success happened. Have fun with your Mets. Have fun with your Mets. All right, 888-808. People are probably like, why does he keep saying that? 888-808-1019. Harvey and Dix Hills have been holding on.
Hey,
Harvey, what's up, man?
Hey, Harvey, what's up, bud?
How are you? I am now actually relaxing my DFA efforts of David Stearns.
Nice.
Okay.
So I'm taking a break from that, okay?
Good.
And I just want to open with this because I may not get it in. And I want to ask, just because I have two Giant fans with you, and three of you actually Giant fans. So, I want to ask three Giant questions now.
Okay.
Number one, I'm very proud of my calls regarding upgraded football helmets. And over the years, based on a neurosurgery article, it's got to be 20 years ago.
Yep.
But relating to soccer, they still allow headbutts, do they not?
Yeah, heading the ball, yes.
Right. So I heard speculation that there's DAD-ONs, chronic traumatic encephalopathy in soccer. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily for the older player, like the 20-plus-year-old players, because their necks are strong enough to deal with it. But for kids, a lot of soccer, for youth soccer, they especially for girls, they don't allow like a lot of this head contact because their necks aren't strong enough, and so it rattles their brain. And I think soccer for youth sports is the largest concussion generator, and so it's dangerous for kids. But I think for the older players, it's not as they're just more in control of how they position their bodies, their necks, their heads, etc. to make those kind of contacts with the ball. So I'm going
to be looking into that. If I find some data on that, I'll let you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but anyway, this is my first call since the Giant draft. We have Shaun and Connor there, both. The three of you would be great for this. I believe that Jackson, I wanted Jackson Dart even before the draft.
Mm-hmm.
I was even advocating with the number 3 pick. They got Abdul Carter, which was a great thing, too. I believe that he absolutely has to change his recklessness on the field. They have some tutors there. I don't think he can survive like Fran Tarkenton did.
Right.
You know, even Lamar Jackson with their style of play. They, you know, developing angles. That's number one. Number two, I wanted to have a lineman and a wide receiver. I wanted Tate. They didn't get him. They got Fields. Fields from Notre Dame.
Yes.
I watched him play. I don't think he's a separation receiver. Good possession guy. And they have not replaced Dexter Lawrence. They had that extra pick. I think Reader, free agents.
Yes.
What do you think of those 3 points?
Yeah, well, first of all, with the Lamar and Jackson Dart, you're right. Lamar Jackson is a hell of a star. He's a superstar, MVP, dynamic player. He is hurt a lot. Now, it's not all because of his running, but some of it is. And so, can Jackson Dart find a way to protect himself? I'm only going to say I hope so. And I hope that Matt Nagy and this new staff really emphasize that you need to be available for us. Because they're not, I mean, I guess, look, can we win with Jameis Winston? We saw last year that, we can.
Yes.
Right? He's aggressive, puts the ball down the field. He's got a cannon for an arm. He's a great leader. So they can win without Jackson Dart. But you want Jackson Dart to be your guy, but he's got to be smarter.
Yep. I also think, Tiki, to that point, there's an expiration on how many weeks in a row you want, I think, Jameis playing, because we never got to that implosion game.
I agree. You want him for a game.
Yeah. That's why he's the perfect backup quarterback.
100%, because he can win a game for you.
Yep.
And not a lot of teams have a backup quarterback that can win a game for you.
I agree.
That's had success in this league. The second one on Malachi Fields, he is not a burner. He's not a separator. He is I'm high pointing this ball. I don't care who the defender is. And when you watched him at Notre Dame, really when I watched him at Virginia, he did it every single game. A ridiculous catch from a throw that just, all right, I got to get this to you. I'm going to put it up high. I know you're covered per se. I trust you to go make that play. I see him more as not a possession guy, because he's not really going to be like a tight end, but I do see him as an impact player because his catch radius is massive,
huge,
and it's like his thing.
Yeah, and he's a high point guy.
Go get the ball. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna win this ball whether I catch it or you don't intercept it.
Yeah, and I also think in the red zone, when you have Isaiah Likely there and Neighbors who's going to get double teamed at points, you know you could throw it up to him versus like an undersized corner.
There's going to be opportunities, especially in the red zone, for him to be a really impact player. I forget what the last point was he said. I didn't write it, but I think the Giants are in a unique position because the expectation is growing, but we still don't believe it yet. And so there's pressure, but not the kind of pressure like you got to win now.
I agree.
And so
you just need to establish yourself now.
Yes, this is the establish yourself season, and it's not just for the team; it's also for Jackson Dart.
No doubt. I've looked at this Giants season, I think, fairly.
Oh, he talked about the didn't replace Dexter Lawrence. They didn't replace Dexter Lawrence because you can't replace Dexter Lawrence.
It's a different style now.
But you can load your defense, and it's going to be a different style of defense this season for the Giants. And so I feel like there's going to be a heavy rotation in the D line.
Yeah,
and you're also going to have gap fillers in Edmonds and Arvell Reese.
Yeah, they didn't have that last year.
In a 3-4 type defense where hopefully the run defense, which was abysmal for the last couple of years, is solved a little bit.
Yeah, you're not replacing Dexter Lawrence, but guess what? You also don't have Bobby Okereke on his last legs and Darius Muasau.
Yes,
you're chasing down.
Who's a good football player, but he's not.
They're not impactful players. They have two impactful linebackers.
That's correct,
and that's where the style is different. John in Bergen County. John, what's up?
Hey, it's an honor to speak to both of you, but Tiki, especially you. I spent so many years enjoying watching you rumble down the field, holding the ball high.
I appreciate it.
Great.
High and tight, man.
So one thing, first of all, I just want to throw my suggestion in for big, stupid arguments.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
What sport produces the world's best athletes? Right?
I mean,
is it basketball? Is it soccer? Is it?
That's a good question.
Hockey,
I think basketball has some great athletes, but I don't know if all of them could play other sports.
Right.
Yeah. It depends what you also consider athletic. Is jumping 7 feet in the air and dunking the most athletic thing you can do? Because then it's basketball.
Or is it the run? Is it the running?
Endurance
or
of
is
the
it
running?
Running the miles and also having the skill that soccer players have?
Yeah. Thank you, John. I don't know. And I've had this argument about hockey players aren't more athletic because they're told they're just like, that's the toughness thing. You're skating around. There's endurance. I think it's basketball and soccer probably. Well,
I think some of these soccer players are elite athletes. And the things like the skill that they have, but also the athleticism and the change of direction.
Yes. There's like a twitchiness and a coordination paired with the athleticism.
The jumping ability. And I watch some of these, like not Messi, Ronaldo is physically the greatest athlete I've ever seen.
Okay.
Like the way his body is, his physicality, his suddenness.
Yeah. But also, how much does size play into it? Like, do you give an advantage to a guy who does unbelievable athletic things at like a freakier size than a soccer player, like a good pass rusher in the NFL with bend?
Right. Yeah, like Myles Garrett.
Yes. Or like even in his prime, like Jason Pierre-Paul was a freaky athlete.
Or the greatest one is Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis, exactly.
Who is, a 4'4" guy at 250 pounds.
Imagine that guy playing soccer. To do it, like, that's incredible.
Oh, the thing is, he couldn't run that much.
He couldn't run that way. So it's just different variables. You could have that argument about athletes, and it just depends.
It's a good question.
It is a good question.
Because
I also think it's a good
you're
question.
not going to come to a consensus answer.
There's no perfect answer on it, and there's an argument to be heard either way. Chris in Scotch Plains. Chris, what's up?
Hey, guys.
What's up, man?
I just wanted to counter Shaun with the extra time.
Mm-hmm.
But before I do that, I have a funny Tiki story.
Go ahead.
So last year at the Spring Lake 5,
yep,
I ran it, and, I crossed the finish line, and I'm all excited. I'm sweating, I'm breathing heavy. People are pointing at me, like waving and smiling. I'm like, what did I do that people are like looking at me? I'm like, hey, yeah, I'm proud. Little did I know, I look to my left, and about a half a foot behind me, out of my peripheral vision, is Tiki, and waving back to everybody, and like smiling.
Amazing.
So everybody's pointing at Tiki. I thought they were pointing at me.
Oh, that's funny. That's great,
anyway.
Chris. I didn't get to run it. I didn't get to run it this year because my son graduated on Memorial Day, which was the same weekend.
The weather wasn't great.
Right.
I was looking for you, thinking maybe we'd cross the finish line again.
No,
but,
I usually I go down there with
next year.
Right, I go down there with my buddy Frank Ponte, who lives right on the course. He's right on the ocean there, and I ran it that year. Chris, you're talking about 2 years ago with my daughter. Who ran?
Oh, nice.
She did it in 55 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. So she averaged like a 11-minute mile for 5 miles. I was shocked.
Wow.
So I ran it. She wanted to run it, so I was like, "All right, I'll run it with you." I just I don't want her running around at 11 years old with
a bunch of dudes
by herself.
And
so we ran it with her and just kind of said hello to everybody as we were on the course.
11 years old. That's crazy.
Yeah, she's a pretty good athlete on a world's team now.
Better athlete than you?
She has a chance to be a better athlete than me because the stuff she does in cheers as a tumbler is just you've seen it. It's ridiculous.
Different. All right, Chris, what else you got with the soccer?
So with extra time, right? It's not as arbitrary as some people make it seem, right?
That's correct.
Got 4 refs, right? You got 4 refs who are all paying attention to the timing. You watch them; they're always checking their watches when there's a stoppage of play. And then also, Shaun, when you're saying, it always seems to end when the ball changes possession. Well,
yes.
Yeah, because they won't stop play during an attack.
Right. That's
They'll
correct.
let the team play
that's
through.
Kind of what I'm saying here, though, Chris, because if you have possession in any other sport and the clock strikes 0, hockey, basketball, whatever, you don't have that shot off.
Yeah, but it leads.
The game can end with the puck on your stick.
It leads to better drama. I'm just telling. I wouldn't.
How about integrity?
I don't know the mechanism that the referees mention, and like there's a 4th referee that's on the sideline, and I feel like they probably stop their watch. So whenever there's a stoppage in time, so they have a running clock.
Yeah,
45 minutes for each half. And as soon as play stops, they probably stop their watch.
They know.
Even though the one on the board that we're looking at or the one on the screen that we're looking at is continuing to tick.
Yeah.
I bet that 4th referee has stopped his watch. And so at the
he
end,
has the actual clock that way.
And so when you get to the end of the half or the end of the game, when they hold up that big board and it has like a 5 on it or a 9 on it or whatever it is, it's probably because he looks at his watch and he sees, it says 36 minutes. that means there's 9 minutes of stopping time.
Yes.
Right. So I'm just now gonna hold up 9 or hold up 5. It says 40 minutes on his clock. He's gonna hold up 5, and so it's not random. There's a not a science, because that makes it seem like it's complicated, but there's a process to it.
There's a method. One guy is going to handle it. I totally get that, but he also answered my point, which is I get causing the drama, but 0-0-0 means 0-0-0. You don't get the shot. You don't get to finish the possession because you're involved with it.
But that's soccer. It's one of the quirks of soccer.
I know
that I love. And I just told you, I showed you Allison's header.
It was great.
It was great. It was a COVID year. It was a 2020-2021 season. So there's nobody in the stands. And Liverpool is fighting for a playoff or a Champions League spot. You got to finish in the top 4, and they're right on the number with like Chelsea and I think West Ham or something like that. There's a bunch of teams that are all clustered together with the points, and this is match day 36. So there's two matches left after this one. Liverpool had to win, and Alisson comes up and he heads in this ball in stoppage time. Dude, it was dramatic. It was awesome.
No doubt. I saw the play. I agree. What I think is funny is that we're arguing, but we actually agree. We just disagree on whether we like it or not. I've gotten the answer now, which is it is done that by design.
You got to start watching. You're going to watch soccer with me this year.
I definitely understand the game more. Can you give me that?
We're going to go to some pubs, and we're going to watch some soccer on weekends.
Okay.
And you're going to love it. I promise you're going to. I mean, hell, they do midweek games as the season gets on.
Listen, liquid lunch.
We're going to do our show.
It gets packed at those soccer bars.
Right, 100%. We're going to do our show at 3:00 or whenever these late games happen in midweek. We're going to go to one of these soccer bars because they're all over. They're everywhere.
They are.
And we're going to watch a match.
I'm
and you're
fine
going
with that.
You're going to love it.
Sean, you got to pick Tottenham.
Guys, I'm getting a
Pick
bad
team.
rap here.
You know what? This weekend,
just let me know who the best team is.
Your job
I've done enough losing.
Your job
Manchester City.
But don't pick Manchester City.
Tiki, I sat through the Daniel Jones
I don't
era.
know.
Can I catch a break?
Pep is gone. It might be different in Man City.
Arsenal.
Don't pick Arsenal because then you're a front runner.
I was just saying,
they just won the Premier League.
He just asked for the best team.
A guy in my neighborhood's flying an Arsenal flag. I assume they were good based on that.
No, they weren't. They were the bridesmaid for many years.
Okay.
To Man City, to Liverpool, and they finally won it this year. The Premier League, that is.
Wow. So they won it. The Knicks won. Maybe there is hope for the Yankees.
Yeah. You're not a Knicks fan.
No, but my point is, bridesmaid stuff.
You're a Nets fan.
Exactly why I should pick the best team.
You should pick like
the Wolverhampton Wolverines.
You should pick like Newcastle or something.
I'll pick a team that get relegated immediately after. That would happen to Evan. All right, 888-808-1019. We'll continue to take your calls, take you up till 2 o'clock. The Carton Show with Big Mac live from Fanatics Fest coming your way.
Circa Resorts and Casino has a fantastic way to win a lot of money this year. $30 million in guaranteed prizes in Circa Million and Circa Survivor. There's no rake for these games, so if your entry is guaranteed and all the extra money goes into the prize pool, you have to register at Circa Sportsbook in Nevada, but then you can play from anywhere. There are 3 ways. Circa Million, $6 million in guaranteed prizes, $1,000 per entry with a maximum of 10 entries. You only have to do 1, but you can do up to 10. The winner takes home $1 million by simply picking 5 teams against the spread every single week. Then there's Circa Survivor. This is $20 million guaranteed, $1,000 per entry. Again, same rules, maximum of 10 entries, but you only have to do 1. Pick 1 team straight up every week to win. If your team loses or ties, that entry is eliminated, and you can only pick each team once throughout the season. And then Circa Grandissimo. This is the ultimate high-stakes survivor. This is for the bigwigs out there, those that really love to wager. $100,000 entry fee with $4 million guaranteed to the winner or winners. $4 million. Could go to one guy, could go to multiple. Last year, 6 people won it, splitting the initial $6.9 million pool. 3 ways to win at Circa Resort and Casino. Sign up in Nevada. Play from anywhere.
And this portion of the program is sponsored by Bet365 and also sponsored by Flag and Anthem, real clothes for real life.
Baseball's
back tonight with one game on the docket. I think Juan Soto comes out of the second half with a bang. Soto's been one of the only bright spots on a miserable Mets squad. Tonight he'll face Aaron Nola of the Phils, who he has a lifetime OPS of over 1,100 against. Nola's got an ERA near 6 this year. It's even worse at home. I'll take the over on hits, runs, RBIs for Juan Soto. I'm Pat Boyle. Bet smarter, beat the books. Download the BetMGM app today.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
With Bet365 early payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey.
Sal Licata here for CertaPro Painters. You know, my home is a happy place, especially when my wife is satisfied. And that's not always an easy thing for me to achieve. But my friends at CertaPro Painters, they had no such problems. Big jobs or small, the good folks at CertaPro Painters are at your service. If you've been putting off a painting project, give them a call now at 1-800-GO-CERTA. That's CERTA with a C, and you'll see exactly what I mean. 1-800-GO-CERTA. Call CertaPro Painters today and get a no-nonsense free estimate on a professional job that you'll be happy with for years to come.
Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com.
Orgavadazona? Is that a word? In the 2026 Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid, it might as well be, because it can be one road trip. It's all about turbocharged power and hybrid efficiency working together, so you get the thrill of quick acceleration and the satisfaction of fuel efficiency. Book a test drive and keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
Dave Matthews Band is coming to Northwell at Jones Beach Theater. On sale at livenation.com. Don't miss Dave Matthews Band Live.
Onyx, I keep having stomach issues. Please make me a doctor's appointment.
Okay, are you suffering from diarrhea, bloating, gas, or oily stools? If so, you may want to ask your doctor if it could actually be a problem with your pancreas, called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI.
My pancreas? How is EPI treated?
A prescription medicine like Creon, pancrelipase, is used to treat people who can't digest food normally because their pancreas doesn't make enough enzymes. Creon is the #1 prescribed treatment for EPI.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you are allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor, and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon. You can learn more at 1-800-633-9110.
Before your appointment, visit creoninfo.com. That's CREON info.com.
Listen weekdays to Evan and Tiki for the Call of the Day. Brought to you by Wind Creek Bethlehem. Must be 21 years or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford Crew.
Anna, what says summer to you?
Sunshine, road trips, camping.
And?
Ford being #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands according to J.D. Power.
And?
And low APR offers with Ford credit financing on a select lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs.
My kind of summer.
For APR offer information, visit Ford.com or your local Ford dealer. For J.D. Power 2026 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2026 model year.
When I scraped my car in that parking garage, I was worried that it could be a long process to take care of it. Like a landscaper's first day trimming a hedge maze.
I have definitely already been here. Now, was it left, right, or right, left? Well, maybe I'll cut a path out and find my way back later.
But it wasn't like that. I filed a claim in under 2 minutes on the Geico app, and they handled it from there. It was taken care of almost as quickly as it happened.
It feels good to get help quick. It feels good to Geico.
Attention BetMGM players. Have a friend who wants to join the action? Now both of you can earn a $100 bonus when they sign through BetMGM's Refer a Friend program. Just sign into your BetMGM account and check out the Refer a Friend program to send your friend a message inviting them to register a new account. Once your friend signs up and makes a deposit, they'll receive a $100 bonus. And once your friend places a bet with their bonus and the bet is settled, you'll receive a $100 bonus as well. Plus, you can refer up to 5 friends a month. Share the excitement and get a $100 bonus every time you refer a friend to BetMGM. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York only. New and existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 30 days.
Bring the flavor to the World Soccer Championship with Crush Orange Soda, bursting with bold, fruity taste and refreshing citrus flavor. Crush Orange Soda is the perfect pick for every exciting match, every exciting play, and every game-winning goal. Grab an ice-cold Crush Orange Soda at your local ShopRite and enjoy it while cheering on your favorite team. Make every match even sweeter with the winning taste of Crush Orange Soda. Available now at another favorite, your local ShopRite store.
877-393-4448. Optimum fiber, so fresh, so fine. Got another provider leaving behind. Come on, everybody, let's get online. $30 a month, gonna blow your mind. 5 whole years, don't hesitate. Lock it in now before it's too late. 877-393-4448. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Right now, you can grab a full breakfast at Dunkin' for $6. That's 2 wake-up wrap sandwiches and a medium hot or iced coffee, all for $6. It's quick, easy, and covers your whole morning, all in one stop. Did I mention it's filling and delicious? It's a full breakfast. It's a great value, and it just makes mornings easier. So next time you're at Dunkin', don't overthink it. Order the Dunkin' $6 meal deal. No substitutions. Participation and times may vary. Offer price varies in California and Hawaii. Limited time offer cannot be combined with other offers. Exclusions and terms apply.
If you're still using a sports book to bet on the soccer tournament, you're getting robbed. Delete that app and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sports book. Trade against other fans, not the house. Polymarket, your go-to prediction market for soccer's biggest stage. Available in all 50 states. Download the Polymarket app. Use promo code BLAZE to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code BLAZE. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility apply.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have a health reminder from the CDC.
Pneumococcal vaccination is recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't love those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose, and millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
The night belongs to the fans. Join Tommy Lugauer for After Hours, weekdays at 7. Call 888-808-1019. The WFAN phone line is powered by Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus presents the biggest summer in UFC history.
The Fan Focus is presented by Chef IQ. Watch the game, not the grill. Get your gear at chefiq.com. The Mets and Phillies get the post-All-Star break baseball schedule started. National TV game tonight a little after 7. Christian Scott takes on Aaron Nola. I have been told and looked up, Philadelphia's air quality control is actually supposed to be worse than it is in New York tonight. So really could be potentially dangerous conditions, I would say, breathing-wise for the Mets and the Phillies tonight. The NHL full schedule is out. Just a couple quick anecdotes. Rangers and Islanders will play the Friday night before the Super Bowl. Kind of a fun night. And the Rangers are going to play Super Bowl Sunday, a 1 o'clock game versus the Montreal Canadiens. And you will get a Ranger-Islander game very early in the season on an early Tuesday night in October during the MLB playoffs as well. We also just found out from Fanatics Fest, LeBron James on with Tyrese Halliburton, shuts down Halliburton's question about where he's signing, says he will not talk about it there.
Told you.
Our intern Ethan, though, did inform us in the break that LeBron will appear with Rich Paul at 3 p.m. today now on CNBC. So as we keep kind of kicking this can down the road, here's kind of a take for you on that. If LeBron doesn't announce anything at Fanatics Fest this weekend, I think I actually have more respect for him.
Yeah.
Because then it shows me he really is just seriously contemplating what he's doing and where he's going.
I agree.
As opposed to just making some kind of elaborate, hey, we're here, let me make this announcement. So we'll see. Maybe he announces it tomorrow on with me and Tiki live from Fanatics Fest. Maybe we'll get a surprise LeBron drop by. And we will be out there tomorrow. Now, real quickly, Tiki, before we get back to your calls, today on Netflix, The Hawk became available.
Hey.
It is available to stream.
Nice.
I know that, listen, if you watch the Home Run Derby, whatever, there's been a lot of promotion out there for the series. I just dropped another video on my Instagram as well, talking to Luke Wilson, Will Ferrell, and Fortune Feimster about some of the song choices they've used. Let me just say this, Tiki. Now that I'm able to talk about it, I had the privilege of seeing the show really before a lot of the promotion started. I loved it. And that's not me getting, any like payment to say I loved it. I genuinely loved it. I am a year away from 40 years old, so Will Ferrell comedies, the big movies, the hit movies are near and dear to my heart. I appreciate that kind of comedy. This did not feel cheesy in any way. The cast was awesome. Molly Shannon plays an estranged wife that's hysterical. And look, it's going to get Happy Gilmore comps. I will tell you both things on Netflix. This is better than Happy Gilmore 2.
Really?
It's better than Happy Gilmore 2. This is, and it's different in many ways. It is almost, you could watch it like it's a movie. It's 10, 30-minute episodes, but it's a continuation. Funny as hell lines. So much so that if you're talking and having conversation during the show, you're going to miss funny lines. And it's Will Ferrell of 15 years ago. And I think we missed Will Ferrell 15 years ago. So look, if Mets and Phillies isn't your thing tonight, and you're just looking to dive into something sports adjacent, I think it's great. I think it's something you can watch with your significant other. Some raunchy comedy too. So like, I don't know if I really have it like totally kid friendly.
Right.
But worth it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I'm interested to see because he's a down and out golfer.
Yes.
So it's not. So like I'm trying to think of the golf movies that are that way. Because Happy Gilmore is not like that.
You know what was like that? There was a show, I forgot what streaming service, like Stick, where Owen Wilson was like a famous golfer from the early 2000s that kind of lost his way. It was more tragic with comedy. This is less tragic. Yeah, Will Ferrell's like heyday of golf is supposed to be like Lonnie Hawkins, 2003, 2004. He fizzles out, and this is kind of like his comeback story because he wants to come back because his son is one of the great golfers on the PGA Tour.
Oh, so he wants to compete with his son.
There's a theme constantly where he keeps bringing up he wants to be LeBron and Bronny.
That's funny.
So he leans into that. Come on, we could be LeBron and Bronny. I don't want to give away too much more because there's so many funny things. I think it's worth watching. I think it's hysterical, and I think if you're not an uptight wad, as I've seen some people write, like you will laugh your ass off.
All right, The Hawk on Netflix.
Hawk on Netflix.
Streaming now.
It's now available. Check it out. I think it's great. I think it's the perfect thing to watch tonight if Christian Scott is not your thing at the bank. All right. 888-808-1019. We tried to get this guy on earlier. Richie in Queens. Richie, what's up?
Hey, Richie.
I'm glad you didn't get to the ending. You sound like my wife that you were going to get away to ending.
Richie, I didn't give away 95% of it. Trust me.
No, I believe you. Hey, Teak, you're talking about the Fanatics Fest, guys. I worked on the Florida Exchange, and I had the honor and privilege of walking these guys around a lot, the celebrities, whether it be Shaq,
right?
It was Frazier and Monroe, it was Bernie Williams. But the best guy, Shaun, you appreciate it real quick,
okay,
is that right after the 17 season or 16 season, when Judge came up, I had him for about 15 minutes. He was the most polite individual, kept calling me Mr. R. He was just a real classic. And he kept saying, I said, what do I have to do? He goes, I think I've got to work on my game. Obviously, I got a big strike zone. I got to cut down on my strikeouts, and he proceeds to hit 52 home runs. So that was great. Hey, Teak, I normally agree with you about the football, And Sony, we talked during the year.
Yeah.
They will be better with Edmonds, I think, and Alkery, you know how I felt about him. We talked about it during the year. Edmonds and Reese, that'll put them pressure because I think that, with their front four, put pressure on and make the secondary better, which needs help.
No doubt.
But you mentioned Jameis Winston. Yes, I agree. He can win a game.
Yeah.
But goodness gracious, I don't want to be having him 4 or 5 games.
Oh, no, he'll give you a heart attack. He'll give you a heart attack.
Yeah, right. He can win games, but it's all about Dart. It's all about neighbors. Losing Robinson in the slot is major. Fields as possession guy. So I don't know what to think. I think they're going to be better. I think Dart is the real deal, but there's so many question marks.
Yeah, no, there really are.
Quick with the Yankees, Shawnee, Stanton, guys, has missed 630 games the last 8 years. And
it's crazy.
He's going to hit 5 home runs and hit 500 home runs. And it gets a little boring after a while to think, well, we've got to wait for him. I mentioned that before. But, I don't know if he's coming back, when he's coming back.
Yeah.
But, he only had one year of 139 games 4 years ago.
Richie.
But really, when you look at it, it's scary, man.
Yeah,
It is. We talked about this yesterday with this.
He hasn't. We haven't gotten tired of it yet. It hasn't expired on us yet. The Giancarlo Stanton health issue, but it's getting damn close.
Yeah, and the reason it hasn't yet, Tiki, is because when we do get to October, we cherish the moments. He's now earned. It's more than one postseason now. Like, he has been great in those, but it does suck to watch a 162 baseball game season with your team that is good, knows going to the postseason, and know that one of the biggest pillars that you will need to succeed in the postseason simply doesn't exist for the majority of the 162. Like, what other player in baseball history has that ever been the case for a constant contending team?
It's rare.
It's rare. And in the end, if the Giancarlo Stanton contract comes and goes and the Yankees don't actually win a World Series, not that it's Giancarlo's fault because clearly he's played, how is that deemed a successful run and a successful contract? If you're so great in the postseason, but ultimately you never win a title here, then you were just a guy who was clutch when you needed him to, but you were unavailable.
Yeah, because he was brought here to win, to help this team win, and he had the athletic and production as a outfielder to do that. Very quickly, he stopped being an outfielder and just a DH, and then also very quickly he stopped being available for a lot of the year.
Yeah,
and so as we sit here and try to find blame why the Yankees have not won a championship in the last 6 years, it's not all Giancarlo Stanton, but he is also part of the problem.
He is. He is. It's a confounding problem. And remember, Bryce Harper, Manny Machado, Yankees wouldn't even pick up the phone and talk to them because they just added Giancarlo Stanton. So would you rather today, in hindsight, look back and rather have Bryce Harper?
But you can't in real time at that time have picked anyone other than Giancarlo Stanton.
I don't know about that. Bryce Harper was a star leaving. I mean, Manny Machado, okay.
You're right.
And he was really good with Baltimore, but okay. Like, Giancarlo was the man hitting 50 homers at Florida. So I get what you're saying, but Bryce Harper was thought to be like a young phenom. And he wanted to be a Yankee. He still talks about it. That's just the one guy I look
to play
back
with
on.
Judge.
Yeah, but also Bryce Harper hasn't won with Philadelphia either. I mean, let's be honest. The Phillies have basically been the Yankees.
Right.
They knock on the door every year and don't win. Kendrick and Suffern. Kendrick, what's up,
Kendrick.
man?
What's up, guys? Driving home today from summer school, Shaun, I work in the summer.
Good for you. That's one way to say it, Kendrick.
I enjoy my ride home because working in New York, I come home in New Jersey. I always get to see the New York City skyline. And, today, obviously, I couldn't see it with the wildfires and everything going on. And it got me thinking, Shaun, the fact that you are so humble not to take a victory lap on your take with the need of a stadium with a dome. Because, when we had the Super Bowl here over a decade ago, it was the fear of the blizzard. And now I could only imagine, what would have happened, Tiki, if your buddy who bought $1 million box had to sit in this wildfire air and watch these players play in this? Because soccer belongs outdoors. Don't get me wrong. Watching the Argentina game yesterday in Atlanta, it just didn't feel right, but it was a good game for Argentina. But, not for nothing, what would have happened if these wildfires were 3 days later? And I do have another point for Shaun's stupid take, because why else would I call? I always make stupid points. And that is, David Stearns, I have to tend to agree. I'm one of the few Mets fans holding out hope here with this guy, because the way of sports and business is it's only getting younger. You look at the World Cup this weekend, guys. Yamal's 19 years old, and I always question why. Like, I'm a tennis fan as well. Alcaraz is also a Spaniard who hit the scene at 18, and it's like, why do these international players at such a young age have the mental fortitude to compete at the highest level?
Yeah.
And not to say that the Americans can or don't, but I just feel like we expect these kids to be babied until they're, the quarterback. Oh, we can't rush the quarterback now, or in baseball, the service time and not rushing these guys up. But the sports and the business side of it, they're balancing the books with competition. So when you look at the Yankees, Anthony Volpe's up here because of his contract. But what David Stearns has is he hasn't missed yet on these young guys that he's called up with Ewing, Benj, McClain.
Yeah,
and when you can roster 5 or 6 guys like that, that's like the equivalent of having the quarterback on the rookie contract.
No, you're right about that, but there's also this expectation to win. And I think that's the problem with the Mets, is that there's this expectation to win, and the young guys aren't ready to help him do it yet. That's the challenge.
Yep.
And so it's a calculated risk that he's taking that might not pay off.
It may not. And it looks like wildfires won't be a problem Sunday, but they may be tonight for the Mets and Phillies. And they may be today, tomorrow, Saturday, which is a good time to get to Fanatics Fest, where Craig and Big Mac will be next, and where Tiki and I will be tomorrow. We'll see you live from the Javits Center. Thank you, Ethan. Thank you, Connor. The Carton Show with Big Mac comes up next, live.